Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Hagoromo seal his otsutsuki legacy inside Naruto. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by Leelond Oakland and link in the description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter 1 Rebirth. The nighttime sky was calm with a slight breeze. All the people of Konohagakure were enjoying the night of October 10th as if it was an ordinary night. However, little did the people of Konoha know, the people would never look at this date the same again. A demon fox with 9 tails appeared before the village. A single swipe from one of its tails can level mountains, cause tsunamis, and being absolute destruction to anything in its wake. The Kyuubi no Kitsune attacked the village and caused the deaths of many innocent lives. Neither men, women, or children were spared from the chaos and destruction. As quickly as the shinobi were dispatched, Kyuubi eliminated them. One brave shinobi stood tall and was able to force the 9-tailed fox out of the village. As the two engaged each other in mortal combat, the man was able to stop the fox by sealing it away inside a newborn baby. By sacrificing his life, the village was spared from absolute destruction. The ninja was known as the 4th Hokage, Konoha's greatest hero. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the former Hokage that resumed his position after the death of his successor. He was sitting in his office, going through the paperwork while the village was slowly recovering. Inside his office, a small crib was being occupied by a newborn boy with blonde hair. The aged Hokage would occasionally shoot the baby a few glances, along with a soft smile. Such a pure form of life brought peace and relaxation to the man's mind. Suddenly, appearing in the office, a mysterious portal opened up. Exiting the portal, a man with strange purple eyes, with a third, crimson-colored eyes appeared. His forehead had a single spike on each side, and his outfit consisted of a white robe. "Hello, Hiruzen Sarutobi," greeted the man in a low and respectful tone. "Who are you?" Hiruzen asked. "Haha, my apologies. My name is Hagoromo Otsutsuki. However, you may know me by my title. I'm the Sage of 6 Paths," explained the man identified as Hagoromo. Hearing this caused Hiruzen to jump up with as much power that his body would allow. He then bowed to the man. "Lord Sage of 6 Paths, it's a pleasure, no, it's an honor to be blessed with your presence," said Hiruzen. The sage waved the words of the Hokage off. "Please, stand up. There is much for us to discuss," said Hagoromo. He walked towards the crib and gave a gentle brush to the boy's hair. "That's young Naruto Uzumaki. He was born yesterday," Hiruzen said. "I'm aware. He contains the spirit of my child, well, half of my child," Hagoromo said. "I'm sorry, but I don't understand," Hiruzen admitted. "Of course you don't, my apologies. You see, I'm the creator of the 9-tailed beast that you mortals refer to as demons. It seems Naruto has received the spirit of Kurama," Hagoromo said. "Yes, last night, the 9 tails, Kurama attacked our village. Had it not been for our 4th Hokage, I'm afraid none of us would be alive," said Hiruzen. "I'm aware of the events from last night. But there is some information that I must inform you of. Firstly, Kurama wasn't attacking for no reason. It seemed he was under the control by the user of the Sharingan," said Hagoromo. "A Sharingan? But why would a member of the Uchiha clan attack the village?" Hiruzen asked. "It seems the individuals that had Kurama attacked, he wasn't a member of this village. Secondly, it seems that Naruto is the boy of prophecy, the one who will bring either peace or destruction to the shinobi world," declared the sage. Hiruzen's eyes went wide. "But he's no older than a day old," said Hiruzen. "How can you say he's the boy of prophecy?" asked the aged Hokage. "You see, over the years of the shinobi world, there have been multiple descendants of my children, Ashura and Indra. However, a descendant cannot exist unless the previous one has passed on to the afterlife. I originally believed that Naruto was the descendant of Ashura due to his pure heart. But I was wrong. Naruto isn't my children's descendant because he's the direct descendant of me," explained Hagoromo. "Huh? Are you saying Naruto is the next Sage of 6 Paths?" Hiruzen asked in disbelief. "Yes, you could say this is my rebirth. But I assure you, Naruto is his own person. The reason for my visit is to tell you these 2 important things. The first thing, and I think it will put you at ease, Kurama has returned to his home. Naruto will no longer become the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Kitsune," Hagoromo said. "Are you serious?" the Hokage asked. "Yes. Aside from Naruto not needing the power of Kurama, it will benefit the world in the long run if the strongest of all my children is away from the shinobi world. The second and final thing I wish to tell you, Naruto will have my abilities. Between his Senju, Uzumaki, Namikaze, and Uchiha blood, you can imagine the natural talent he has. He'll always be much stronger than expected, faster, and have a godly amount of chakra. Also, Naruto's control over his chakra will be perfect. His affinities consist of earth, fire, lightning, water, wind, yang, yin, and yang yin. He will also be able to heal the wounds of others and himself, along with having a high intellect. Naruto will slowly gain new powers and abilities as he grows up," explained Hagoromo. "That's incredible." "Yes, Lord Hagoromo. I will ensure Naruto is cared for and is given the proper care," said Hiruzen. "I know. I don't have any doubts that you will watch over my descendant. Now, I must be taking my leave," Hagoromo said as he gave Naruto one last smile before entering the portal. Hiruzen stood up and picked the sleeping form of Naruto. "Naruto, my boy. I look forward to the growth you go through in the years that's to come," Hiruzen muttered quietly. The Hokage was snapped out of his thoughts from a knock on his door. The Hokage gave permission for the guest to enter. "Lord Third, a council meeting has begun and your presence has been requested," said a Konoha Jonin. "Okay, I will be there in a moment. You're dismissed," Hiruzen said to the black-haired Jonin. "Dog, please report," Hiruzen called out. A man with silver, gravity-defying hair appeared. He wore the mask of a dog, along with grey body armor. "Yes, Lord Third," said the man identified as Dog. "I'm ordering you to watch over Naruto. I expect you to stay by his side and protect him until I return. Do you understand?" asked Hiruzen. "Yes, Lord Hokage," Dog said. "Good. I'll try to return quickly," said the Hokage before proceeding to the council chambers. Inside the council chambers, both the civilian and shinobi sides were going back and forth. The civilian council were urging for the death of the Jinchuriki, while the shinobi were claiming that he's on a baby. It wasn't until Hiruzen entered the room that silence took over. His gaze scanned across the room before he took a seat. "I'm quite busy, can we please get to the point?" Hiruzen asked in annoyance. "Lord Third, this meeting was called to discuss the son of Minato," Shikaku Nara said. "There is no way that Lord Fourth would have a demon as his child," roared a councilman. "How dare you call for the death of his child?" shouted Tsunin Yazuka. "Do you really think it's a good idea for the demon to live in this village and become a ninja? It's absurd. I rather take my family and leave this village," roared an older man. "Enough. I'm going to make this simple for all of you. The Jinchuriki of Konoha is under the control of the Hokage and the Hokage only. I will not allow for the death of an innocent soul," Hiruzen said in a stern tone. "Hiruzen, think about it. If you allow this monster to remain in our village, it's possible the Kyuubi could take over. Minato is gone and we don't have anyone to defeat the fox," Danzo Shimura explained. "The only reason he'd attack is if this village pushed him towards it. My word is final, Naruto Namikaze will not be executed," said the Hokage. "Understood. Then let me train the boy. I can turn him into a loyal weapon of Konoha," Danzo suggested. "Absolutely not. I will not allow Naruto to become an emotionless tool like your root shinobi. No, he will be properly cared for and enrolled into the ninja academy for the time being," spoke Hiruzen. "Is there any proof of his relationship to Minato?" asked Mibuyuki Haruno. "No. In the event that Minato and Kushina died, anything that traced Naruto to them was sealed away, including the compound. As you all know, Minato gained enemies across the nations, including Iwagakure and Kumagakure. They wouldn't hesitate to kill the offspring of our Yellow Flash," said Hiruzen. "Then where is the proof that he's Minato's son?" asked Fugaku Uchiha. "I witnessed everything. Due to the severity of the situation, I shall only allow for Shikaku, Shibi and Inoichi to view the memories. This is to protect the Namikaze family's privacy. I shall also allow for Koharu and Homura to see the events due to their role as my advisors," Hiruzen said. "I see. Yes, that sounds good," said Shikaku. The chambers were dismissed and the 5 members of the council, including the Hokage, proceeded to the Hokage's office. When they arrived, Hiruzen smiled at the sight before him. Dog was quietly holding Naruto and rocking him to sleep. "I'm sorry, Lord Hokage. He started crying and this was the only thing I could think of that would help," explained Dog. Hiruzen chuckled. "No worries, Dog. But now that we're here, I'm going to have you as the 6th witness. To prove Naruto's relation to Minato, Inoichi will be performing the mind viewer," said Hiruzen. "Yes, Lord Third," Dog said. Inoichi placed his hands over the Hokage's head and above him, a TV-like burst of chakra appeared and it showed the events of the Kyuubi's attack. Everyone watched Kushina explain that Minato sealed half of Kyuubi inside himself and the other half inside Naruto. She begged that Naruto is treated well and not hated for the burden given to him by his father. The 2 advisors were in shock at seeing the truth. "I see. Yes, Naruto is indeed the son of Minato and Kushina. However, I must give my concerns," Homura said. "What is it?" the Hokage asked. "As you said before, Minato had many enemies. It would be wise that Naruto takes his mother's last name instead. When he's old enough to protect himself and reach the rank of Jonin, we will inform him of his heritage," said Homura. "I agree with Homura. We should place him under the care of the Anbu. This will prevent any civilians and shinobi that hold a grudge. Also, I'm or that Danzo will try to take him into his root program. By keeping him with the Anbu, Naruto can properly be trained and properly cared for," said Koharu. Shikaku, Inoichi, Shibi, and Dog. What do you think? Hiruzen asked. I, Shikaku Nara, agree for the care of Naruto Uzumaki to be placed under the Anbu Black Ops. Said Shikaku. I, Inoichi Yamanaka, agree for the care of Naruto Uzumaki to be placed under the Anbu Black Ops. Said Inoichi. I, Shibi Aburam, agree for the care of Naruto Uzumaki to be placed under the Anbu Black Ops. Said Shibi. I, Kakashi Haddock, agree for the care of Naruto Uzumaki to be placed under the Anbu Black Ops. Said Dog, now identified as Kakashi. Then it's settled, Naruto will be moved into Anbu headquarters and properly cared for. Said Hiruzen. Everyone was in agreement, and during the next council meeting, Hiruzen passed a law that prohibited anyone from revealing the truth of Naruto's heritage, along with his status as Jinchuriki to him or anyone else. The punishment for breaking the law would result in immediate execution without trial. As the Hokage stood on his roof and looked down at the village, he thought about the cruel act of fate being placed upon Naruto. Naruto, my boy. I'm sorry your life has been determined before you can decide on your own. However, I have great faith in the belief that you'll be the one to bring peace to the shinobi world. Hiruzen said before returning to his office and taking on Akage's worst enemy, paperwork. Chapter 2 Revelation. It's been 4 years since the night of Kyuubi's attack. The village has recovered from the damaged, and the will of fire has never been stronger. As Hiruzen planned, Naruto grew up inside the headquarters of the Anbu Black Ops. On his 3rd birthday, Naruto showed an interest in the shinobi arts, like his surrogate brother, Kakashi. Though nobody would dare start his training at such a young age, Naruto would often sneak out of his room and copy the exercises the Anbu performed. Due to not having his chakra activated or understanding it at all, the blonde decided to do the impossible. He would sneak out of HQ and return without being caught. Naruto's plan was to go to the library and take as many books as possible on the topic of chakra. While Naruto's plan was flawless, he failed to realize the tracking seal on his body, and when the seal went off, Kakashi and Hiruzen were informed of him being outside the building. Kakashi and Hiruzen managed to find the blonde. What frightened the men, Naruto had a stack of 9 books. Kakashi tried to wrap his mind around the truth of his brother sneaking out and getting into the library, along with escaping with his books. It was agreed upon that on Naruto's 4th birthday, he would begin his training. Today, Naruto was standing in front of his surrogate grandfather, Kakashi, and his eternal rival Might Guy. Naruto, today is the day that your ninja career will begin. Are you ready? Hiruzen asked. The blonde smiled brightly. Yes, Grandpa. I'm going to work hard and become the strongest shinobi ever, believe it. Shouted Naruto. It would seem he's obtained his mother's spirit. Kakashi commented silently. Alright, Naruto. Make sure you listen to everything you're told and give it your all. I look forward to seek your progress. Hiruzen said before leaving the building in a shunshin. Alright, Naruto. Before we start teaching you anything, you'll need to have a strong mind and body. Guy will train you into jutsu and physical conditioning. I'll help you read and understand the life of a ninja, along with any ninja theory. How does that sound? Kakashi asked. Yeah. Let's start. Shouted the blonde. Naruto, your flames of youth are burning brightly. Come on, we'll start by doing 1000 laps around the training field. Guy shouted at the top of his lungs. Huh? 1000 laps? Naruto asked in disbelief. That's right. We'll push our bodies to our very limits. Then, we'll surpass them. Now, come on, Naruto. Let our flames burn brightly. Guy shouted and the two started running around the training field, leaving Kakashi with a headache. As the two begin their own training, many of the new recruits noticed the little child running with Guy. This caused multiple new members to be punished by not focusing on their mission ahead. Naruto wasn't fast compared to Guy or any seasoned shinobi. However, for being only 4 with no previous training, his performance was impressive. Naruto's stamina was on another level. The two finished running the 1000 laps after a few hours. We started on your stamina, now, let's build that strength. I want you to do 1000 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and pull-ups. Begin. Guy ordered and without question, Naruto started. Unlike many teachers, Guy was the kind of man that would train with his student. Kakashi was reading his Makeout Paradise, though his attention was on Naruto. The masked Anbu's thoughts were racing. Naruto, what are you going to become? Kakashi asked himself silently. The late evening came around and when Naruto finished his strength training, Guy decided to have him work on his punching and kicking strength. Alright, Naruto. We'll start by doing 1000 punches with each arm and 1000 kicks with each leg. When it's finished, you'll have some dinner and get to sleep. This will be your daily routine until this is nothing more than a warm-up. Now, let your flames of youth burn. Guy shouted. Yes, Guy-sensei. Naruto started as he began punching the training post, shocking the veteran Anbu that were watching from the common area. Who is that kid? Asked a man in a dragon mask. I'm not sure. I've never seen him around. But why is Lord Hokage allowing him to train in here? Asked the man with the mask of the bird. Captain, what's going on? Asked a man wearing a mask with a boar on it. Ah, Yamato. That boy is Naruto Uzumaki. Due to certain circumstances, Naruto has been living here since the day of his birth. We just started his training today. Kakashi explained. I see. Do you require any of my assistance? The man identified as Yamato said. No, we're focusing on the basics. However, maybe when it's time to learn other things, I'll bring a few other teachers in. Kakashi said. Naruto finished his training and to say he was nearly passed out, I was an understatement. It took Kakashi forcing his brother to eat a chakra pill. Afterwards, he was brought to his room, where he'd get about 4 hours of sleep before his training resumed the next day. Over the course of 6 months, Naruto trained himself harder than anyone could ever expect. Instead of doing what's told, Naruto found variants, such as one-arm push-ups, upside-down sit-ups, and running on his hands, as ways to keep his training difficult. During his punches and kicks, Naruto requested for Kakashi to act as a training dummy. However, the silver-haired ninja was told to evade and block. This helped Naruto increase his overall movements. Alright, Naruto. In the past 3 months, you've exceeded my expectations. As a reward, I will be giving you 2 special gifts. The first will be chakra weights. By applying chakra to them, it will give your body a higher level of resistance. Explained Guy. Guy. Naruto hasn't activated his chakra yet. Kakashi commented in a lazy tone, causing Guy to chuckle sheepishly. I think it's time to adjust Naruto's schedule. From what I've noticed, his physical conditioning has improved greatly. He'll continue training his body, but I want him to work on his chakra control. Kakashi said. Alright. How about Monday, I train him in speed and strength. Wednesday, I'll train him in stamina. Friday, I'll work on his actual taijutsu. On Sunday, you can have him all milligrams with the other days of the week. Guy said. Kakashi, training this boy has strengthened my flames of youth. I'm itching for a battle with you. Guy declared. Kakashi looked away from his book and at his rival. I'm sorry Guy. Did you say something? Kakashi asked lazily. Curse you Kakashi. Always acting so cool. Guy declared mentally. Kakashi, what are you going to teach me? Naruto asked in a calm tone. Well, I was thinking on helping you awaken your chakra. Do you understand what chakra is? Kakashi asked. No. I've heard about it, but that's all. Naruto said. Chakra is the physical and spiritual energy of all things. Plants, people, animals, including civilians. Everyone has chakra. Being a shinobi, we just utilize it at a much higher rate. Kakashi explained. How do I unlock it? Naruto asked. I want you to sit down and cross your legs. Close your eyes and clear your mind. I want you to visualize a flow of blue energy. This will symbolize chakra. As it flows, allow it to travel across your body. When it's unlocked, we'll all know. Here, I'll join you in meditation. Kakashi said as he sat across from his surrogate little brother. Naruto nodded and did as instructed. As his mind cleared and he visualized a flow of chakra, something happened. He was transported from the Anbu headquarters and into a strange room. He saw the flow of blue chakra, but at the same time, a purple aura was floating in front of him. What is this? I thought chakra was blue, not purple. Thought Naruto as he continued gazing at the purple aura. The purple aura continued growing until the form of an older man appeared. As Naruto saw the figure emerge from the aura, he took a few steps back until the man spoke. No need to fear, my child. I will not hurt you. Said the voice of Hagoromo. Who are you? Where are we? Naruto asked. My son, we're inside of your mind. It seems we're meeting a bit earlier than expected. Said Hagoromo. What do you mean? Who are you? Naruto asked as he felt less tense from feeling the man's chakra and seeing it wasn't sinister. My name is Hagoromo Otsutsuki. I'm your great ancestors. Hagoromo said. You're my ancestor? But how are you still alive? Why have you come? Naruto asked. Settle down, my child. I shall explain everything to you. As it seems, you've awoken your chakra for the first time. Tell me, what do you feel? Asked the sage. Well. At first, it felt like being in a tub of water, like when I take a bath. But when I felt your chakra, it felt powerful, like an unknown force was resisting me. Naruto said with the best description he could give. I see. Yes, but it seems your will was much stronger. In the many years I've searched for my descendants, many perished from not having the willpower. But you, Naruto. You have shown a powerful will that hasn't been seen in years. Hagoromo praised. Naruto smiled softly. Thank you. But, Gramps. Why are you here? Naruto asked. Ah, yes. I suppose it's time for you to learn about yourself. You see, 4 years ago, during the time of your birth, your village was attacked. Do you know what I'm talking about? Asked Hagoromo. You mean the Kyuubi no Kitsune? Yeah, the 4th Hokage defeated him and saved the village. But what does that have to do with me? Naruto asked. Yes, Minato Namikaze did defeat my child. However, Kurama cannot be killed by mortals. You see, moments leading up to his death, your father called the Shinigami and was able to split the soul of Kurama in half. He sealed the first half in himself and the second half inside of you. It was the only way he could stop my son from destroying the village and everything he held dear to him. Explained the sage. Naruto's eyes shot open wide in disbelief. Wait, the fox was sealed in me and my father was the man responsible for it? Naruto asked. Yes. But before you make any judgments, I'd like for you to finish hearing me out, if you don't mind. Hagoromo said in a calm, grandfatherly-like tone. As the blonde was thinking about the revelation, he was able to calm himself by taking a few deep breaths. Okay, I will hear you out. Naruto said. Suddenly, a table with 2 chairs appeared. This will be a lot of information. Why don't we sit? Suggested Hagoromo. Naruto nodded and sat across from the sage. Naruto, I'm sure you've questioned and wondered about who your parents were and why your situation is what it is. You see, on the night of your birth, I came to visit you. That was when I met the man you consider a grandfather, Hiruzen. The two of us spoke and I actually removed Kurama from your body. He's the only one that's aware of such a change. So any thoughts you may have of thinking you're a demon, I'd like you to forget about them. Over the thousands of years, I've searched for my successor. You see, I originally believed that my sons would success me. However, things didn't go as planned. As the periods passed through the shinobi world, every reincarnation of my 2 sons, Ashura and Indra, they were in constant battle with each other. While each of them had their own views, I couldn't accept only one side. I needed a soul that could have both the ideals and understands of my children. In the beginning, I believed you were the reincarnation of Ashura. But that would require Indra's reincarnation to be born as well. However, it seems the former reincarnation is still alive. A man by the name of Madara Uchiha. Hagoromo said. Madara Uchiha? I've heard stories about him and the first Hokage. Naruto blurted out. Please let me finish. Yes, Madara Uchiha is the reincarnation of my son, Indra. So, it would be impossible for another reincarnation of Ashura to be born. This is what led me to believe that you're the reincarnation of the Sage of 6 Paths. This is a lot of information to take in. But please bear with me. You see, Naruto. You've been blessed by the 4 descendants of me. The Uchiha for love, the Senju for power, the Namikaze for speed, and the Uzumaki for chakra. By being the descendants of those 4 families, along with me directly, this has made you the boy of the prophecy. Naruto, you shall be the one that brings either peace or chaos to the shinobi world. While I'm unsure of what path you take, I do believe it will be the path that's right for this world. Please come here. I'm going to awaken some of your potential. You will experience a little bit of pain. But trust me, you will understand everything. Hagoromo said as he placed his 2 fingers on Naruto's forehead. A burst of purple chakra formed around Naruto's body and he began screaming in utter pain. Hang on, Naruto. Don't lose your will. We will meet again when the time is right, my son. Hagoromo said as he and the purple aura vanished. When Naruto stood up and exited his mindscape, everyone was in absolute shock at the sight before them. Naruto Uzumaki, he had 2 fully developed Sharingan eyes, without any indication of where it came. Kakashi, Guy-sensei. Let's resume my training. Naruto said in a tone of confidence that had both grown men in disbelief. 97, Chapter 3 Konohagakure. Naruto. Are you alright? Kakashi asked hesitantly. Guy's eyes were opened wide and for the first time, he wasn't shouting about the springtime of youth. Yes. I'm fine. Naruto said in a calm tone, but unlike before, it was void of any and all emotion. Your eyes, you've awoken the Sharingan. How is that possible? You aren't an Uchiha. Kakashi muttered out, trying to make sense of everything. It's because I'm the descendant of the Sage of 6 Paths. Unlike many others, I descend directly from my great-grandfather and mother, Hashirama Senju and Mito Uzumaki. I also descend from Madara Uchiha and someone down hind family line that gave birth to my father, Minato Namikaze. Naruto said. How did you know this? Also, Madara Uchiha never had any children. He died years ago from Lord First. Kakashi declared. That's incorrect. You see, the direct children of the sage were known as Ashura and Indra. Hashirama and Madara were their direct descendants. Before another set of descendants can be born, the previous must be deceased. When Kurama attacked the village, Madara was still alive. To Hagoromo's surprise, he learned I was his reincarnation. You could say I'm the rebirth of the Sage of 6 Paths. Naruto explained. Please go inform Lord Third that he's needed. Kakashi said. Right. Guy responded before vanishing in a shunshin. Lord Hokage is aware of my condition. During the day of my birth, Hagoromo spoke with him. But that isn't important. What's important is that I need to begin my training. Naruto said. Your chakra, you were covered in blue chakra, but it also turned purple. I've never seen anything like that. Kakashi declared. Lord Hagoromo awoken some of my powers. He's also enhanced some of my abilities, such as my Sharingan. Aside from what it can do naturally, I can also read a person's feelings, emotions, and their thoughts. For instance, you're scared that Kurama is influencing me and you think I'm on the verge of releasing him. I assure you, that's not the case. Naruto said. Who is Kurama? Kakashi asked. I'm sorry. Kurama is the name of the Kyuubi no Kitsune. But he's gone, though. I've retained the chakra amplification that he gave me. If there are no more questions, I'd like to begin my training. Naruto said. Right, well, since you've already unlocked your chakra and you have the Sharingan. The first thing we will work on is controlling your chakra. Your Sharingan will make this easier. By using the Eye of Insight, you can copy my flow of chakra and perform the same movements that I perform. Kakashi explained. Kakashi took a step towards the wall and Naruto was analyzing the chakra being used. As the masked Anbu walked up the wall, to the ceiling, and back down the wall, Naruto was stunned at his ability. Not only is surface climbing useful in shinobi arts, it also allows for you to have better control of your chakra. Kakashi said. I see. Naruto said as he made the seal of the ram. When his chakra levels was identical to Kakashi's chakra, he proceeded to walk up the wall like his surrogate brother. Kakashi's only visible eye opened wide. You did it on your first try. Not even I could do this. Kakashi said. Don't be a fool. I only understood how much chakra to use by seeing you perform it. Tell me, if I were to see you perform a style of taijutsu, would my body adjust to the speed and strength of that person? Naruto asked. Kakashi shook his head. No. You'll see and understand their movements, but if your body isn't properly conditioned, you'll lose every time. Kakashi said. Entering the Anbu common area, Guy and Hiruzen arrived. Naruto. What happened? Hiruzen asked as he walked towards his surrogate grandson. I'm sure you're aware. I met Hagoromo. I'm caught up to speed on everything. All that I request is being properly trained. Personally, Guy-sensei and Kakashi would be ideal. But I want to be trained in Genjutsu, Kinjutsu, Fuinjutsu, and Senjutsu. Naruto said. Yes, your Sharingan eyes and your tenant being gone, it will make that area more accessible. Since Kakashi isn't an Uchiha, teaching you Genjutsu that's effective may not be the best help. There is a woman in our ranks. She's a Chunin but is known as a master of Genjutsu. I will have her teach you. Genjutsu won't be a problem either. There is a shinobi that recently got promoted to special jonin. He was trained by your mother, personally. I will have him train you in the art. Unfortunately, the person that knows Senjutsu and Fuinjutsu is away from the village. However, when he returns, I will have him help you out. For the time being, I have some books and scrolls on the art that will help you get started. Hiruzen said. Thank you Lord Hokage. Also, I'd like to have my own apartment. Naruto said. Huh? Don't you want to stay here, under the protection of the Anbu? Hiruzen asked the boy. Naruto shook his head. No. If I stay here, I'll go insane. Regardless of how the villagers act, I won't always be in suitable conditions. Plus, it's nice to have some privacy, including your crystal ball. Naruto said. Hiruzen sighed. Alright, it will be done. Is there anything else you desire? Hiruzen asked. Yes, 2 more things. First off, I don't want the Uchiha to be aware that I have their bloodline. At least, not right now. Secondly, I don't want anyone to know of my heritage. If they treat me like dirt, let them do it. But I won't accept people kissing my ass for a spot on my hood side if they'd look down on me due to ignorance. Also, don't worry. I know what you're thinking. I won't openly attack anyone and I'll do my best to avoid conflict if possible. Naruto said. How did you know? Hiruzen asked. Lord Hokage Hagoromo enhanced a few of my abilities, such as my Sharingan. Now, I will be taking my leave. I'll let you guys come up with a training schedule. Please don't underestimate me. Train me as if the world depended on my survival and success. Naruto said as he vanished in a Shunshin-like Guy. Who taught him that? Guy asked. How could he have copied it? Kakashi, did you show him? Hiruzen asked. No, it seems that when Guy vanished, Naruto subconsciously analyzed and mastered it. It seems things are about to start getting interesting around here. Kakashi said. I agree. Kakashi, please have Hayate and Kurenai report to my office. I think it's time we stop worry about protecting Naruto and start teaching him how to protect himself. Said the Hokage as he vanished. Naruto found himself walking down the streets of Konoha. As he walked, the blonde noticed many hate glares and whispers. Due to his Sharingan being turned off, he was unable to know for sure what they were saying. However, he could feel the negative emotions towards him. Looking across the street, Naruto noticed a small shop that read, Ichiraku's Ramen. He proceeded inside and was greeted by a 9-year-old girl named Ayam and her father, the owner known as Tucci. Welcome to Ichiraku's Ramen. What can we get you? Asked the man. I apologize. I was just checking the place out, I don't have any money on me. Naruto said in a respectful tone. First timer, huh? I tell you what, first bowl is on the house. Tucci said. Naruto nodded and sat at the bar where he ordered a bowl of miso ramen. This is excellent. I'd even go as far as to say that ramen is the food of the gods. Naruto said while maintaining his composure. After he bid his farewells, Naruto started walking. Suddenly, he realized that the Hokage didn't tell him where his new apartment would be. Performing another shunshin, Naruto appeared at the Hokage's tower. When he entered the office and ignored the secretary, Naruto noticed Kakashi, a man, and a woman standing in front of the Hokage. "Ah, Naruto. What can I do for you?" Hiruzen asked. "I apologize for disrupting you. But I realized that I never asked you where my apartment would be." Naruto said. "No worries. I will tell you. However, I'd like you to meet Kurenai Yuhi. She is the chunin that will assist you in learning the art of Genjutsu," Hiruzen said. Naruto gave a respectful bow. "Hello Miss Yuhi. It's an honor for you to take time out of your day to train me," Naruto said. "Don't worry about it. I've always wanted to teach the art of Genjutsu to someone. Also, you can call me Kurenai," said the ruby-eyed woman. "Naruto, this is Hagoromo. He was the former student of your mother. He will train you in the art of Genjutsu," Hiruzen said. "Hello. I look forward to your teachings," Naruto said as he bowed once more. "No need to be formal. The honor is mine in training Kushina-sensei's son. Just call me Hade," the special jonin said while coughing nearly after every word. "Naruto, Kurenai will actually be your neighbor. She will show you where you're staying. Don't worry about furniture and groceries, I've already had it stocked," the Hokage said to the boy. "Thank you Lord Hokage. Kurenai, if you don't mind. I'd like to get home and prepare myself for tomorrow. Speaking of which, Kakashi, did you guys come up with a schedule?" Naruto asked as he looked at his brother. "Yes. To make the most of your training, you will train with me and Hade on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You will train with Guy and Kurenai on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sunday, you'll study and learn whatever you want. However, if we're available, you may reach out to us. Of course, we will be taking missions and so, if I'm away, Kurenai will cover for me, and vice versa. If we're both away on a mission, you will need to practice what you already know or find something else," Kakashi explained. "I see. This sounds good and I assure you, Hade and Kurenai, I will give you my all and never back down from anything you have to teach me," Naruto said. When everyone except the Hokage left, Hiruzen smiled softly. "Naruto, I expect great things from you. I'm sure your parents will be proud," thought Hiruzen as he resumed the cage's worst enemy, paperwork. When Naruto and Kurenai arrived, she pointed out that she is next door to him. "If you need anything, feel free to come by. Sometimes, my roommate will answer. Don't let her scare you, though, she doesn't pull her punches," Kurenai said. "Thank you Kurenai. I should be able to handle anything that comes my way, but I'll keep you in mind. Good night and I'll see you on Tuesday," Naruto said before he entered his studio apartment. Glancing around, Naruto saw the small pallet, a sofa and a kitchen table, along with some towels, soap, and everything a person would need when living alone. After his warm shower, Naruto proceeded to his pallet and got under the covers. As his eyes became heavier, Naruto looked forward to the training he would be receiving. Chapter 4 Training begins. Naruto woke up bright and early when he heard knocking on his door. Quickly getting out of bed and getting dressed, Naruto opened the door and found Hade standing before him. "Good morning Naruto. Today we are going to start your Genjutsu training. Please come with me," Hade said in between coughs. "Yes, Hade-sensei," Naruto said as he stepped outside and locked his door. The two proceeded to walk down the street. As they walked, Hade noticed many looks of disgust being shot towards the blonde. However, he showed no signs of being affected by it. After 10 minutes of walking, the two arrived in a small clearing. Hade pulled out a storage scroll and a few swords appeared. "Before we begin, it's important for you to select a sword. I'm knowledgeable in most of these blades, and so I can teach you how to properly use them," Hade said. Naruto looked down and saw a sword with a black and green handle. Unlike the others, it was much lighter and easier to handle. When Naruto picked up, Hade's eyebrows were raised. "Why did you choose that one in particular?" Hade asked. "It's much lighter than the others. Also, I can move it without using much effort," Naruto explained. "I see. Naruto, please follow me," Hade said as he resealed all his sword with the exception of the one that Naruto chose. The two proceeded towards a massive forest. "Where are we going, Hade-sensei?" Naruto asked. "In this village, there have only been 2 people to ever wield the same kind of sword you chose. One of them became a traitor, while the other is a feared shinobi throughout Konoha," Hade said. "He must be pretty strong," Naruto admitted. "Yeah, she isn't someone to take lightly," Hade said with a small chuckle. At training field 44, a purple-haired woman was flicking her dango sticks at the tree in front of her. When she finished, a symbol of Konoha was created. "Man, I'm out of dango," the woman muttered. She prepared to leave until the sight of two guys appeared before her. It's too early to deal with people, thought the woman as she crossed her arms and waited to see what they wanted. Good morning, Anko. Hate said. Sup? Anko asked. I need your services. Hate said. Naruto noticed the man was tending up and feeling nervous. What do you want? Anko asked. I've found another user of the serpent blade. As you know, you're the only one in the village who knows the style. Hate said. Anko narrowed her eyes. What does that have to do with me? Anko asked with irritation growing in her voice. Anko, I'd like to have your assistance in training the boy. He shows excellent potential and I believe he'll master the Hibi style. Hate said. Is that the brat you want me to teach? Anko asked while looking at the little boy in front of her. Yes. Hate said. No thanks. If I wanted to babysit, I'd take a D-rank mission. Anko said while turning away. Come on, Anko. I'll buy you some dango. Hate tried to argue. As tempting as it sounds, I've got better things to do. Anko said while spinning a kunai around her finger. Naruto activated his Sharingan. Like what? Scare the shit out of people behind that mask you wear? Naruto asked in a calm but emotionless tone. What was that? Anko asked. You heard me. I can see through your mask and behind that sadistic attitude, a broken little girl who is afraid of being hurt lives there. Naruto said. Without uttering a word, Anko appeared behind him with a kunai in her hand at his neck. You've got guts, Gaki. However, I'd think twice before you open your mouth to someone far stronger than you. Anko said. Then do it. What's stopping you? Naruto asked as he called Anko's bluff. Anko sighed and let Naruto go. I like you, kid. Alright, I'll teach you the Hibi style. But don't expect me to go easy on you. There is a good chance that you'll die. Anko said with her signature sadistic smirk. Alright, I'll leave him here with you. Good luck, Naruto, and try not to die. Hate said before he vanished in a shunshin. Lesson number 1, don't get killed. Anko shouted as she flicked multiple kunai towards Naruto's direction. Without thinking, Naruto sidestepped the kunai, only to be charged by Anko. Thanks to his Sharingan, Naruto pulled out his sword and clashed it against Anko's kunai. Smirking, she moved behind the blonde, but before her kunai could connect, Naruto jumped up and pressed his feet against Anko's chest. This sent the snake mistress back a few feet. Impressive, Gaki. You certainly move without wasting time. I think you'll become a half-decent shinobi after all. Anko said. Thank you, Anko-sensei. Naruto said while giving a respectful bow. Lesson number 2, never let your guard down. Anko said as Naruto quickly avoided the snake strikes from behind him. Incredible. She not only summoned snakes, but I couldn't sense them at all. Thought Naruto as he kept dodging. When the python with green scales proceeded to wrap itself around him, Naruto used his sword to slice the head off the snake. However, Naruto was surprised by the venom. Thankfully, Naruto's ability to perform a shunshin came in handy and he was able to avoid the paralyzing venom. Before he could catch his breath, the second python charged at him. With only a second to act, Naruto stuck his blade in the ground and used it as a pole to gain momentum. Naruto's right left was able to kick the snake back. At the same time, Anko released another barrage of kunai. With no time to act, Naruto turned around to prevent the kunai from striking his face or chest. The shock on Anko's face was an indicator that she was distracted. Naruto charged with Chakra boosting his speed and he was able to connect a punch to the woman's jaw, causing her to spit out blood. When he saw that Anko was actually a log, he quickly dropped to the ground to avoid a slash from Anko's sword. Applying more Chakra to his body, Naruto was able to crawl with a burst of speed and grab his sword. The python proceeded to strike him. However, Naruto pierced the sword forward while enhancing it with Chakra. When it connected with the snake, a massive bolt of electricity electrocuted the snake, causing it to dispel. What is this kid? He's only a brat, but he's fighting on the level of a genin. Anko thought. Not bad, okay. I've decided to take you on as my full-time apprentice. Anko said. As nice as it sounds, I also have training Kakashi, Kurenai, and Gai-sensei. Naruto said. Well, forget it. You shall be my student and I will train you in the shinobi arts. Anko said. Naruto looked at the woman before sighing. I guess you weren't giving me a choice. Naruto said. That's right. Now, I want you to keep your sword drawn and cut each kunai I send in half. For every time you fail, you'll be punished. Anko said as she grew a devious smile on her face. Yes, Anko-sensei. Naruto said as he drew his sword and got into a position with his feet being shoulder length, his arms resting on his thighs, and his eyes are closed. Gaki, what kind of stance is that? You'll get creamed. Anko declared. Just start. Naruto said. Whatever, it's your funeral. Anko muttered as she flicked a kunai in Naruto's direction. Without opening his eyes, he was able to slice the kunai perfect. Good, now keep it up. Anko called out as she flicked 2 kunai at him this time. Watching from the trees, both Hayate and Kakashi were watching with curiosity. Do you think it's a wise idea to leave Naruto's training with Anko? Hayate asked. Well, she isn't the most mature shinobi, she's definitely talented. Her teachings from Orochimaru aren't anything to take lightly. I'm sure Naruto will be able to learn a lot from her. Kakashi explained as he watched his brother continue to slice kunai in half. A few hours passed before Anko called for an end to the exercise. Gaki, come here. Anko called out. Naruto nodded and walked up to the woman. From here on out, we're going to train every day. If I'm unavailable, you'll be in the library studying everything you can about the shinobi arts. We start training at 5 and we'll end at 11 at night. We will continue this routine until it's time for you to join the ninja academy. Anko said. Yes, Anko-sensei. Naruto said. Good. Now tell me, do you know your chakra nature? Anko asked. When the blonde shook his head, Anko nodded. Alright, we'll get it tested at some point. Anko said. Yes, sensei. Naruto said. Do you know what kind of shinobi arts you're interested in? The woman asked. I'd like to become an all-around ninja. I want to be good in jutsu, kenjutsu, ninjutsu, genjutsu, and senjutsu. Want to learn how to gather information, track a target, along with performing infiltration and assassination. Naruto said. That's quite the list. What are you 3 milligrams to do, become Hokage or something? Anko asked but noticed the look in Naruto's eyes. The Hokage? I never really thought about it. Now that I think about it, having the political power will become important if I want to make changes. Naruto said. What do you mean? What changes could a kid like you come up with? Anko asked in a taunting tone. Naruto gazed at Anko with a serious expression. This world is trash. There is too much hatred and violence. I want to change the shinobi world and unite the villages as one. Explained Naruto. Anko's eyes went wide at Naruto's world. Damn Gaki. Sometimes I forget you're only 4. Anko said. Age is just a number. To look at things for what they are without any bias or personal feelings and accept reality. That's what it means to be grown. Naruto finished explaining. Anyway, I don't know too much about Genjutsu, so my good friend will help me train you in that field. I can do standard Fuinjutsu, but nothing crazy. I'll train you in ninjutsu as far as I can, but worse comes to worse, Kakashi will come into play. Finally, I'll work with you on physical conditioning and taijutsu. Anko said. Yes, Anko-sensei. When do we start? Naruto asked. Now. I want you to work on your agility. You see, to master the art of the Hibi style, you need to have agility. Your only objective is to dodge. Anko said as she created a few snakes for Naruto to dodge. She also flicked multiple kunai. During the night, Naruto was nearly passed out. However, he kept dodging and avoiding any of the attacks Anko sent. His breathing was getting heavier and louder, and his body became numb. Alright, I think that's enough for one day. Anko said as she walked over to Naruto. Go home and get something to eat and sleep. Tomorrow will be much harder. Anko said. However, her sadistic smile dropped when she didn't get a reaction out of Naruto. Gaki. You alright? Anko asked as she placed her hand in his shoulder. Instantly, Naruto passed out. This caused the woman to chuckle. Well, go big or go home I suppose. Anko thought as she picked Naruto up. I'm sure Kurenai won't mind. Anko thought as she vanished in a shunshin. Hiruzen was inside his office and looking at his crystal ball with a smile. It seems things are taking an interesting turn. Naruto, how far will you go? Hiruzen asked nobody in particular. 97. Chapter 5 Anko Midarashi. 6 months passed since Naruto started training under Anko. Unlike his training with Guy, Anko's training changed every day and the blonde was pushed past his limits. To Anko's surprise, Naruto seemed to recover perfectly after injuries. During one of the sessions, Anko broke Naruto's legs. She brought him to the hospital and while she expected his training to be on hold, Naruto met her at the training field in perfect condition. While some believed it to be a curse, Anko and Naruto realized they could use it to his advantage. Every training session often resulted in Naruto having injuries that would leave a person permanently crippled. But as followed, Naruto healed. Naruto and Anko were sitting on the post at the training field. Okay, Gaki. Are you ready to learn your chakra affinity? Anko asked. Yes, Anko-sensei. Naruto said. Good. Here is some chakra paper. I want you to apply your chakra to it. This will tell us your affinity. If the paper turns to dust, you have an earth affinity. If the paper catches fire, you have a fire affinity. If the paper crumbles up, you have a lightning affinity. If the paper is soaked, you have a water affinity. Finally, if it cuts in half, you have a wind affinity. Explained Anko as she handed the blonde the paper. Naruto focused his chakra and to his surprise, one of the corners turned to dust, the next caught on fire, following a soaked edge, and then the fourth corner crumbled up. Finally, the paper sliced into multiple pieces, signaling his massive wind affinity. Does this mean I have an affinity for all 5 elements? Naruto asked. Anko raised an eyebrow. What gives you that idea? Asked the purple-haired woman. Well, when I activate my Sharingan, I can see the flow of each element. But above the chakras, there is a purple color chakra. Naruto said. Interesting. I was thinking about this. Your Sharingan. How come you can activate it? Usually, you need to be an Uchiha. Anko pointed out. It's a secret that I'm not ready to reveal. But since we're talking about secrets, what's up with that seal on your neck? Naruto asked. Anko quickly stood up with an annoyed expression. Don't worry about it, it's none of your business. Now, get ready to start today's training. Anko called out. Naruto smirked. Alright, sensei. What's today's training on? Naruto asked. Stealth and infiltration. There is more to being a shinobi than battle. You have a new objective. I want you to enter the Hokage's tower and steal the forbidden scroll of sealing. Can you do it? Anko asked with a devious smirk. Naruto nodded and vanished in a shunshin. At the same time, 2 members of the Anbu Black Ops arrived. Naruto Uzumaki is headed to the Hokage's tower to steal the scroll of forbidden sealing. Anko said in a serious voice. What? That's crazy. He'll never make it past the Anbu inside. Said the man with a fox mask. But hey, he's still a demon and demons are known for doing the impossible. Said the man wearing a tiger mask. Huh? What are you talking about? Anko asked curiously. Nothing. We'll handle the situation. Said the Anbu and the 2 men left in a shunshin, leaving a confused Anko. Naruto arrived at the tower. Having been to the tower to visit his surrogate grandfather on many occasions, Naruto knew the place inside and out. Thanks to his sensory ability that's been enhanced by his Sharingan, Naruto would be aware of any and all traps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So, Gramps has 20 shinobi that are guarding the tower. Thought Naruto. The forbidden scroll is most likely in a secured area. What's more secure than the Hokage's vault that's underneath his desk? Naruto asked himself. I guess it's time to try this out. Naruto thought as he began using the shunshin. However, prior to going inside, Naruto was allowing his body to get used to the fast movement along with moving in multiple directions. On top of this, Naruto needed to keep his chakra suppressed to avoid the sensory ninjas around. After 15 minutes of preparing, the blonde was ready. In a mere blur, Naruto started moving at high speeds while being undetected by the Anbu on guard. When the blonde appeared inside the office, he was able to keep himself underneath Hirizen's desk, avoiding the others from seeing him. Okay, time to complete the mission. Naruto thought as he entered through the secret door. As the blonde looks around, he's amazed at seeing all the scrolls and books. Wow, to think Lord Hokage has access to all this information. Naruto said out loud as he looked around. When he came across the forbidden scroll of sealing, Naruto found something else that caught his interest. The scroll for the Hiraishin was sitting next to the scroll. So, this is Dad's ultimate jutsu. I guess I'll be jetting my inheritance a little early. Naruto said. Naruto was able to quickly exit the tower without being detected. The blonde made it to his apartment and to his surprise, Hirizen was sitting at his table. Hello Naruto. I've been waiting for you. Hirizen said. Naruto's Sharingan was activated and learned the Hokage wasn't a transformation and that it was him. Hello Lord Third. I wasn't expecting you. Naruto said. What, can't I come visit my grandson? Hirizen asked in a mocked hurt tone. Of course you can. Naruto said. I must say, Naruto. In the past 9 months of your training, you've exceeded my expectations. It isn't every day that a child can break into my secret vault and avoid the Anbu on guard. Hirizen said with a smirk. What gave it away? I thought I planned for everything. Naruto said. You did well. However, you forgot about Anko. You see, this was a test and while you did everything perfectly, you were still found out. I take it you found the scroll? Hirizen asked. So, you put my father's scroll to distract me from the scroll? Naruto said. Indeed. However, I did learn a few things about the skill set of my personal shinobi. So, as a reward for your skill, you may keep the scroll and I won't reveal it anyone. Hirizen said. Yes Lord Third. Naruto said. Well, my boy. I must be leaving. I'm sure you want to study that scroll of yours. Said Hirizen as he vanished in a shunshin. When Hirizen left, Naruto opened the scroll and found a special message addressed to him. Dear Naruto. If you're reading this, then it means your mother and I have passed away. I'm sorry that we weren't around to train you and watch you grow. I hope the old man tells you everything, but if not, I will. You aren't alone. Kakashi Haddock, he was my student. I hope that he's active in your life and plays the role as your older brother. Tsunade Senju, not only is she one of the legendary Sannin, your mother's cousin, but she's also your godmother. Tsunade left the village with her student a few years ago. However, I hope Hiruzen was able to get her back in a timely manner. Yuga Yuzuki was your mother's student. In fact, had Tsunade not been alive, she'd have been declared your godmother. She's only 10 right now, but I hope that Hiruzen has put her in your life. She's really good in Genjutsu and will be an excellent teacher. Finally, the man that I'm both proud and scared to introduce to you is your godfather, Jiraiya. He's a powerful shinobi along with the village's seal master and runs our spy network. I hope he's paid you a few visits during your time. If not, I'm sorry. Well, I wanted to make Kakashi or Hiruzen your godfather, your mother believed it was right to make him it. I'm so sorry that you aren't able to have your biological parents. We love you so much and we're so sorry about everything. I love you Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, and I believe you'll become a powerful and respectful shinobi. Naruto finished reading. The blonde's eyes were shadowed after reading the letter. His Sharingan eyes were spinning drastically. Deciding to get his emotions in check, the blonde decided to read through the scroll. Hi Naruto, it's your dad again. This is the scroll for the jutsu that I used during the Third Great Shinobi World War. You see, Tobirama Senju, the second Hokage, he created the jutsu to counter the Uchiha clan's Sharingan. I took it a step further. Many parents would want their children to figure the jutsu out themselves. However, I'm going to give you some clues and tips to make it much easier to learn. You see, you need to transfer both spiritual and physical energy to another location at once. Inside this scroll, you'll find a kunai with a special seal. The seal is the point that allows you to warp to. As long as you have this seal and apply blood to it, it will transfer over to you. To master this jutsu, I want you to connect your chakra along with performing a shunshin. The seal will allow you to warp through time and space. It's odd at first because everything happens in a flash. That's why I received the nickname, the Yellow Flash. If you master this jutsu, I believe you will become a powerful shinobi. Work hard and don't back down. I believe you will master it and turn it into your own signature. Who knows, you may advance it a step further. Naruto read before he grabbed the kunai. Deciding to give it a shot, he flicked the kunai while performing the shunshin. When he warped, the blonde found himself crashing into the wall. Ouch. I guess this is an outside jutsu. Naruto muttered while running the back of his head. Well, I suppose tomorrow I'll find Yuga and talk to her. I don't know why Lord Hokage kept her away. Naruto said as he prepared himself for bed. Chapter 6 Yuga Yuzuki. The next morning, Naruto woke up. When he tried standing up, he found himself puking. Shit, what the heck happened? Naruto asked himself as he was able to regain his composure. The blonde quickly got dressed. His outfit consisted of an orange shirt with a pair of black pants and shoes. He then proceeded to leave. Taking a moment to himself, Naruto decided to take Kurenai up on her offer. Naruto knocked on the door and was surprised to see Anko. Gaki. What are you doing here? Anko asked. Hi Anko-sensei. Is Kurenai around? Naruto asked. What's up? She is on a mission. Anko said. Oh. I was hoping she could introduce me to Yuga Yuzuki. You see, I read my father's scroll and he told me that she was my unofficial godmother. I was hoping to meet her. Naruto said. Naruto's expression softened and she ruffled his hair. She's actually one of my best friends. Come on inside. I'm going to get dressed and I'll take you to her. Anko said. Thank you, Anko-sensei. Naruto said with a soft smile. For a moment, Anko froze at the sight before snapping out of her thoughts. The blonde entered and noticed the apartment was like his own, with the exception of 2 doors that led to each woman's bedroom. Naruto sat down at the table and patiently waited. Anko came out wearing her normal uniform that consisted of a specially fitted fishnet shirt and shorts underneath a brown skirt. She also had a tan-colored overcoat. Ready Gaki? Anko asked. Yeah, let's go. Naruto said and the two left the apartment and proceeded down the street. As they walked, Naruto noticed the looks and feelings the people of the village had. However, it wasn't just directed to Naruto, but Anko too. This was something that had occupied his thoughts over meeting Yuga. Anko? Naruto said as he came to a stop. The Chunin stopped a few steps ahead of him and turned to face him. What's up? Anko asked with a blank face. Why does the village hate you? Naruto asked with a blank face. Anko narrowed her eyes. Where did that come from? The woman asked. It's simple, look at the people around. They are giving you a glare that screams, die, you disgust me, and many other negative things. I want to know why. Naruto said. It's none of your business. Anko said while glaring angrily. Holding on to things isn't healthy. You should open up more to your friends. Naruto said. Do you think we're friends? Look, I train you. That's it. There is no personal bond between us. Truthfully, you're annoying and I don't like you. Anko said with more venom. While she didn't personally hate the boy or dislike him, ever since her former sensei abandoned her, she refused to get close anyone with a male gender. That's too bad. I actually like you. Naruto said casually as he continued walking past the woman. Anko's face showed absolute shock. After a few moments, she resumed her walk. After 20 minutes of walking, the two arrived at Yuga's apartment. Anko gave a knock and opening the door confused Naruto. Hey sensei. Anko-sensei. I think we're at the wrong house. Naruto said. Hey, is Yuga here? Anko asked. Yeah. Come on in. Hey said while coughing. The two guests arrived and found another purple-haired woman wearing a black shirt with blue shorts, barefoot. Hi Anko. What's going on? The woman asked as her eyes glanced at Naruto. Yo. I've actually escorted young Naruto. Anko said as she flipped down on the couch. Hello, Miss Yuga. I've come to inform you that I'm the son of Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze. I'm unsure of why we haven't met yet, but I'm here to formally introduce myself. Naruto said in a polite tone. Yuga's eyes widened. That's impossible, you died during Kyuubi's attack. Yuga said. Huh? Who the hell told you that? Naruto asked. Nobody, but when the news of your parents' death hit me, it was assumed you were killed. Yuga said. Oh well. I'm alive now. Of course, if you wish to not associate with me, that's understandable too. Naruto said. Yuga remained silent. I'm sorry Naruto. But I need to speak with the Hokage. Yuga said as she vanished out of the apartment in a shunshin. Is she alright? Naruto asked as he looked at the two adults. What was that about, Hate? Anko asked. I'm not sure. Hate said. Naruto ignored the ordeal and began his training with Anko. They were at the training field and Anko decided to teach Naruto one of her jutsu. Okay. I'm going to teach you the fire release fire dragon jutsu. It's pretty simple. Watch me. Anko said as she created a dragon of fire. Nice. That looks like a strong jutsu. Naruto said. Anko smirked. Yeah, I'm pretty badass. Your turn. Anko said. Naruto nodded as he went through the proper hand seals. Fire release fire dragon jutsu. Naruto declared. To Anko's surprise, a large section of the trees were reduced to ashes. How were you able to do that? It's a C-rank jutsu. Anko declared. I have a lot of chakra. Also, my Sharingan allows me to copy a jutsu perfectly. The only difference is I decided to add more chakra to the jutsu. Still, your chakra level is easily chunin, if not jonin. Anko said. Joining the two, Yuga appeared with a softened expression. Anko greeted her friend while Naruto gave a respectful bow. Anko, can you give me and Naruto a minute? Asked the woman. Alright. Gaki, your homework is to perform the jutsu with only the need for the tiger hand seal, got it? Anko asked. Naruto gave a mocking salute. Anko chuckled before she vanished. Hello, Miss Yuga. How's it going? Naruto asked. I spoke with the Hokage. I didn't know what Lord Fourth did. Had I known, I would have taken you in myself. Yuga said. It's okay. Kakashi and the Anbu watched over me. I don't hold any ill feelings towards you. Naruto said. Naruto, is that the serpent blade? Yuga asked as she noticed the sword that was missing from Hate's scroll was strapped to Naruto's back. Yes. Before I started training with Anko-sensei, Hate introduced me to his multiple blades. Speaking of which, why was Hate at your house? Naruto asked innocently. Yuga blushed. Well, Hate and I are seeing each other. You know, Hate and your mother were the ones that helped me perfect my Genjutsu. Is that topic you're interested in? Yuga asked. Naruto nodded. Yes. I want to become a shinobi that's skilled in all areas. Anko-sensei took over my training. But I think Kurenai would be training me in Genjutsu. Naruto said. I see. Are you interested in Fuinjutsu? Yuga asked. Yes. But it seems my teacher isn't around. So, I'm forced with learning it on my own until he comes. Naruto said. Your mother and father were seal masters. Well, it isn't official, I'm considered a seal master. Would you like me to assist you in learning the art? Yuga asked. Really? You'll teach me? Aren't you afraid? Naruto asked as he looked into the eyes of the woman. Why would I be afraid? Yuga asked. You're afraid that Kyuubi may try to break free and attack. However, Kyuubi won't be a problem, I promise. Naruto said. How did you know? Yuga asked with embarrassment growing in her voice. My eyes see more than what's on the outside. Naruto said. I see. Well, I'll let you resume your training. You know where I live. Feel free to come visit me at any time. Yuga said. I live next door to Anko. You can come over whenever. Naruto said. Alright. Yuga said with a soft smile. She was about to leave until Naruto wrapped his arms around her. Are you okay? Yuga asked the boy. Yes. But you're the closest thing I have to a family aside from Kakashi. Naruto said as he spoke into her stomach. The sight made Yuga smile as hugged him back. Okay, Miss Yuga. I'll see you later. Naruto said. Just call me Aunt Yuga or just Yuga. Miss makes me sound old. Yuga said. Oh, okay. Bye Aunt Yuga. Naruto called out as he began working on mastering the fire dragon jutsu. Yuga left and when she was away from Naruto, Anko and Hade appeared. How did it go? Hade asked his girlfriend. Well, he seems to have some strange attachment issues. Not 20 minutes of us knowing each other, he gave me a massive hug. Yuga said. Aw, look at my little swordswoman being a teddy bear. Anko joked. Shut up. Anyway, I agreed to help him with Genjutsu. Anko, please don't be too rough with him. Yuga said to her friend. Oh, please. The Gaki has potential and I'll be damned if I let it go waste. Besides, he's no weakling, that's for sure. Anko said. Do you think I could have him to train tomorrow? Yuga asked. In most cases, I'd say go ahead. But Kurenai wants Naruto to learn some Genjutsu. She thinks it's an advantage for him since he's got the Sharingan. But if you want, when she's done, you can teach him. Anko said. Okay, that sounds good. Well, Hade and I will be going. I'll see you later. Yuga said to her friend. Bye Anko. Hade said. Yeah, later. Anko said laughing sheepishly until they left. A frown appeared on her face. Well, Kurenai is busy and I guess they are too. Maybe I should watch the Gaki's training. Anko thought before she proceeded to the training field. When Anko arrived, she noticed Naruto wasn't working on the jutsu. In fact, he was throwing a kunai and teleporting. What's this? What kind of jutsu is that? Anko asked herself. Naruto was able to reduce the jutsu to single-hand seal. He was currently working on mastering the Hiraishin. Like his father said, it was like a shunshin that warps through time and space. Though he was working hard and giving it his all, Naruto was struggling with having full control. However, the blonde refused to give up and was determined to make his father proud. Chapter 7 Family. Okay, Naruto. Are you ready to begin your Genjutsu lessons? Kurenai asked the blonde standing in front of her. Yes, Kurenai-sensei. Naruto said in a determined tone. Good. Tell me, what do you know about Genjutsu? Kurenai asked. Genjutsu is a form of chakra that attacks the target's mind and projects a false reality. Naruto explained. That's right. Now, there are a few different kinds of Genjutsu. In most cases, Genjutsu is used as a distraction. However, many people have used Genjutsu to damage the mind. Kurenai explained. That's interesting. Okay. I'm ready to start. Naruto said as he clapped his hands together. Alright, let's begin. Kurenai said as she went through a series of hand seals. Suddenly, multiple tree branches started to wrap around Naruto's body. Wow, this is pretty cool. But even I know it's an illusion. Naruto thought as he was able to break through the Genjutsu. Not bad, you broke through the Genjutsu with your Sharingan. However, I'm going to do it again, but I don't want you to use your eyes. Kurenai said as she created the Genjutsu once more. As before, Naruto broke through it. Naruto, I told you not to use your Sharingan. Kurenai said. My apologies, Kurenai-sensei. Whenever something happens to me, my Sharingan instantly activates. Even I can't control when it activates. I'm sure the reasoning behind it. Naruto explained. I see. Well, getting caught in a Genjutsu is something you won't need to worry about. Let's work on casting a Genjutsu. Kurenai said. Okay. Naruto said with eagerness. Alright. When using Genjutsu, you'll be using Yin release chakra. Many assume Genjutsu is created by the energy in the air, but that's wrong. You'll be controlling the chakra flow through your target's nervous system. This will allow you to control your enemy's 5 senses and create a false reality on them. You can even force someone to feel pain from something that doesn't exist. Kurenai explained. Why does the Sharingan make casting Genjutsu easier? Naruto asked. I can answer that. Said Kakashi as he appeared with his orange book in his hand, annoying Kurenai. When you make eye contact with someone, you can imply your chakra into them and cast a Genjutsu that way. Since your reserves are much larger than the average person, it will be easier to use your Sharingan to cast a Genjutsu. Kakashi explained. Now that you know how it's done, Jay want you to try and cast a Genjutsu on me. Kurenai requested. Naruto nodded and gazed into Kurenai's eyes. Suddenly, the memories of her father's death during the Kyuubi attack appeared. The crimson-eyed woman started crying and begging for her father to wake up. As quickly as it started, it ended and Kurenai was back into reality. How? How did you know about that? Kurenai asked. I was able to draw on your worst memories and bring them back to life. This allowed you to relieve them. I figured this would be ideal to distract and break an enemy's battle spirit without having to engage in battle. Naruto said. Well, it seems that you've got a grasp of Genjutsu. Since your understanding is in point and you've got the hang of it, we'll only spend one time a week on practicing your mastery of it. Kurenai said with a soft smile. Thank you, Kurenai-sensei. Naruto said as he was dismissed. While the blonde left the training field, Yuga decided to use the time to bond with him. Hey Naruto. Yuga called out. Naruto turned around and smiled at his aunt. Hey Aunt Yuga. Naruto greeted. Are you busy? I was thinking we could start on your Fuinjutsu. Yuga suggested in a hopeful tone. Naruto smirked. Yeah, that would be fun. Plus, we can get to learn more about each other. Naruto said. Come on, let's go back to my apartment. Naruto said. Yuga nodded and they proceeded to the Uzumaki's home. When they arrived, both members were in absolute shock. Naruto's apartment was on fire and there was a message that read, "Die demon." Naruto frowned. At least nothing important was left in there. Naruto said. Yuga looked at him. What do you mean? Yuga asked curiously. Naruto revealed his storage scroll that allowed him to keep his father's scroll. Yeah, I don't own anything. Oh well, I can go back to Anbu HQ. Naruto said without any sign of being upset. Naruto, how many times has this happened? Yuga asked in a concerned tone. This is the first time. But it's already destroyed, no sense in getting upset, right? Naruto said with a friendly smile. Come on, let's go back to my house. I've got a guest bedroom for when Anko or Kurenai spend the night. You can stay there with me. Yuga said. Really? But you just met me. Why would you let me in, especially with what I am? Naruto asked. Yuga grabbed her nephew's hand. Naruto, you're my nephew. You could have 10 heads and I'd be okay with that. Now, come on. Don't you want to learn Genjutsu? Yeah, that sounds nice. Naruto says and the two proceed to Yuga's house. When they arrived, Hate was current cooking in the kitchen. Hey, Yuga, Naruto. What are you two doing? Hate asked as he looked up. Well, we were going to Naruto's house, but some stupid villagers burned it down. I'm going to let him stay in the guest room. Yuga says. Oh, okay. That's cool. What are you guys up to? Hate asked while coughing. We're going to look into Genjutsu. Do you want to join us? Yuga asked her lover. No thanks. Last time I tried learning Genjutsu, I nearly burned the house down. I'll stick to my swords. Hate said with a chuckle. Okay, Naruto. What do you know about seals? Yuga asked as they sat at the table. Not much. I know they can be really tricky if you aren't familiar with the art. I know my dad's Hiraishin uses a form of Genjutsu. Naruto said. That's right. For instance, your storage scroll and most scrolls use a form of Genjutsu. Since you're in Uzumaki, Genjutsu should be in your blood. Yuga explained. That might explain why I can use the Hiraishin pretty easily. Naruto declared and smirked when he saw Yuga's stunned expression. You learned your father's jutsu? How did you even get it? Yuga asked. That's easy. Anko-sensei gave me a test to take the forbidden scroll of sealing. However, Lord Hokage played me and left the scroll for me to distract me from my objective. Naruto said innocently. How did you get into the tower without being caught? Asked the purple-haired woman. I suppressed my chakra and used the body flicker. It was pretty easy after I planned it out. Naruto said. I see. Naruto, I want to give you seal placement test. I know you don't have any prior training in seals, but I'm curious to see your current knowledge. Yuga said as she pulled a notebook out of a scroll. You'll perform different seals, and this will tell you the level of sealing your knowledge is. Take your time, but it should take about 30 minutes, give or take. While you're doing that, I'm going to talk with Hade. Yuga said. Naruto nodded and began working on the assessment while Yuga went to the kitchen. So, he's taking the assessment? Hade asked. Yeah. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'm just curious. Yuga admitted. Who knows, he may be a prodigy like Kakashi or Lord Fourth. Hade said. It's definitely possible with who his parents are. Speaking of which, I heard you threw him to Anko, huh? Yuga asked with a raised eyebrow. Hade chose the serpent blade. Who better to teach him than Anko? Besides, it'll be good for the two of them. Neither of them have had a normal life, so it will help them bond. Hade declared. I just know Anko tends to do things in a strange way. I hope she doesn't hurt him too badly. Yuga said only to make Hade stutter while eating. You know something that you aren't telling me. Yuga said to her boyfriend as she narrowed her eyes towards him. Hade started holding and waving his hands defensively. No, no, no. I'm not hiding anything. Hade said. Before Yuga could press her boyfriend any further, Naruto declared he finished. What? It's only been 20 minutes. Yuga said. Naruto handed her the book and she was absolute shocked that Naruto was equivalent to a Seal Master level 5. Naruto, this is incredible. It seems you truly are your parents' son. Most people don't become a Seal Master level 5 until they are a Chunin. This is really impressive. Yuga said. Thank you. So what kind of things will you be teaching me? Naruto asked. Well, I was expecting you to start with the basics. But at a level 5, it means you'll be able to create your own seals. We can start that tomorrow because I'll need to get permission from the Hokage. Yuga said. Oh, I can't. I've got training with Anko-sensei tomorrow. Wait a minute, why don't you, her, Kurenai-sensei and Kakashi teach me together? Naruto asked. Well, I do understand your point, it's much easier for you to focus on one thing at a time. Yuga said. I saw someone create a duplication of themselves. Can't I learn how to do that? Naruto asked. Shadow clones. That's a forbidden technique and requires a massive amount of chakra. I can only produce 3 at best and it often leaves me drained. Yuga said. But my reserves are probably higher than yours. Please, can I learn the jutsu? If you teach it to me, I'll do anything you ask of me. Naruto said. Yuga adopted a thinking position. Anything? Alright, I'll make a deal with you. I'll talk to the Hokage and if he gives me the go-ahead, I'll teach it to you. In exchange, you need to take Kakashi's orange book. Yuga said with an evil smile. Huh? The Makeout Paradise book? Why? Naruto asked. It's offensive to us girls. If you can't do it, that's fine, but then you won't learn the jutsu. Yuga said. Wait, I'll do it. Naruto exclaimed. 3 members of the house shared a laugh and continued spending time together. Naruto got to learn about Hade and Yuga while they were able to learn a few things about Naruto. The evening was going perfect and when nighttime came around, the blonde laid in an actual bed opposed to a pallet. He glanced up through the window and looked directly at the moon. It was shining brightly and it allowed Naruto to clear his mind. Within moments, Naruto found himself falling a deep sleep. Chapter 8 Birthday. The day was a strange day for the blonde. While most children find the day of their birth to be an exciting day, Naruto Uzumaki had no such feeling. Ever since he received the memories from Hagoromo on October 10th, multiple assassination attempts on his life by the demon hunters occurred. Naruto wasn't scared of being attacked or even being killed. However, he prayed for those he cared about and their well-being. When Naruto got up, he was met by Yuga and Hade bright and early to wish him happy birthday. Happy birthday. The two said and were greeted by a warm smile. Thank you both, but my birthday isn't a big deal. Naruto said. Nonsense. Come on, we've got your birthday presents. Yuga said. Naruto nodded and followed the others to the living room. From Hade, Naruto was given a set of specially made kunai that were nearly identical to his father's Hiraishin kunai. Naruto thanked the man and to his surprise, Hade received a big hug. From Yuga, she got her nephew his own Fuinjutsu set. Unlike most people, Naruto is able to use his own blood instead of ink to create advanced seals. The trio enjoyed the morning together until they were greeted by a few others. Entering the house, Kakashi, Kurenai, Anko, and Hiruzen showed up. Kakashi, Kurenai-sensei, Anko-sensei, Grandpa. Naruto shouted, acting like the excited 5-year-old child he was. This made the Hokage smile softly. Happy birthday, my boy. I've got a special present for you. Hiruzen said as he hands Naruto a special chain. What is it? Naruto asks as he inspects the chain. This is made from a special material that is found in only one place. It was the chain of the Uzumaki that his mother came to Konoha with. This had Naruto getting emotional and the blonde hugged Hiruzen tightly. My, Naruto. Don't forget about me. Kakashi said as he handed him a copy of the Makeout Paradise book. Suddenly, there was a spike of killing intent by Anko, Yuga, and Kurenai. I'm kidding. That's for when you become a shinobi. Here is a special coupon for free ramen, up to the 3 bowls for a month. Kakashi explained. The look of absolute love grew on Naruto's face. Kakashi. You're the best big brother ever. Naruto cried out. While Kakashi wasn't one for showing emotion, he never held it back from Naruto. When it was Kurenai's turn, she gave the blonde a book on advanced Genjutsu. I figured you would like to learn more about the Genjutsu art. Kurenai said. Thank you, Kurenai-sensei. Naruto said with a bright smile. Before Anko proceeded to go, a flash of green suddenly appeared. Good morning, my youthful friend. It's time that you receive the gift of the green beast. Guy declared as he handed the blonde a green jumpsuit. Whoa. That's so cool. Naruto said as anime hearts appeared on his face. The blonde quickly got dressed and made the nice guy pose. Naruto. Guy shouted with his thumbs up. Ai-sensei. Naruto shouted back with his thumbs up. Naruto. Guy shouted. Ai-sensei. Naruto shouted as he met Guy's sparkling teeth with his own. Oh my god. What have we created? Everyone in the room said as they watched in horror at the two. Anko walked over and kneeled down. Asked Naruto with an over-friendly, sweet voice. Oh Naruto. If you wear that during our training, you'll be stripped down naked and hung in front of the entire village. Anko said. Naruto started shuddering at the thought. You know what, I think I'll find my own style, haha. The blonde said sheepishly. But boy. Now, do you want your present? Anko asked. Yeah, Anko-sensei. Naruto said. Here. This is the snake summoning contract. Your fighting style is perfect and to complete it, having snake summons would be ideal. I mean, you don't have to. Anko said, but was cut off by a tight hug from Naruto. Of course I'll sign it. Naruto said as he bit his finger and wrote his name after Anko's name. Naruto, are you sure you want to sign it? You can only have one summon. Hiruzen said. I'd sign it regardless if I could summon them or not. Naruto declared. What are you talking about, Naruto? Kakashi asked lazily. Naruto started blushing and looking down. This didn't go unnoticed by anyone. Naruto, why don't you tell us your reasonings? Hiruzen asked with a smirk due to knowing what the boy was thinking. Well, when I marry Anko-sensei, I want our children to have two parents that belong to the snakes. Naruto said and everybody went speechless. Anko blushed and looked away. Why do you want to marry me? I'm like 10 years older than you. Anko muttered. You're my best friend. We nearly train every day. You like playing pranks with me, you push me to be my best, and when you were at the hot springs, I nearly died when I saw you. Naruto said innocently. Naruto, when did you go to the hot springs? Kurenai asked. Well, I saw Kakashi, Hayate, and some other guy at the springs. I wanted to see what they were looking at. Naruto said. In that moment, the room went cold and two men in particular were hiding behind their Hokage. Did I say or do something wrong? Naruto asked. We'll talk later. Since it's your birthday, I'll give you a break. Yuga said as she sipped some of her coffee. Naruto, let's go to the training field. I'll show you a new jutsu. Kakashi said. Yeah, and I'll teach you a few moves with your swords. Hayate said, but both men were placed under Kurenai's Genjutsu. Nope, you two are getting punished, and when infant Asuma, he'll be punished too. Kurenai said. Want to get dango? Naruto asked Anko, who nodded. Before she performed a shunshin, Naruto stopped her. Watch this. Naruto said as he opened the window and threw his marked kunai. Both Naruto and Anko vanished in a yellow flash, putting an end to the antics the group was doing. Did he just? Hiruzen asked as his pipe fell. I think so. Kakashi added on. Naruto and Anko were eating quietly at the dango shop where they were met by two boys with black hair. Suddenly, Naruto's Sharingan activated as he felt uneasy around them. Yo, Anko. Said the boy with a bright smile and a lazy wave. Hi Shisui. Anko said with a slight smile on her face. What are you up to? D-rank babysitting mission. The boy identified as Shisui asked before he noticed Naruto's Sharingan eyes. Whoa, I haven't seen you around the compound. Who are you? Shisui asked. Hello Shisui. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto said as he gave a bow, deactivating his Sharingan. And Uzumaki huh? Aren't you supposed to have red hair? Asked the older boy. I don't know. I get my hair from my dad. Naruto said. Cool. Anyway, Anko. Do you want to go to the Kyuubi festival tonight? Shisui asked. Anko straightens up and starts blushing madly. Yeah, haha. Sure, it will be fun. Anko said sheepishly. Sweet, see you then. Shisui said as he and the other boy left. You were acting funny. Is everything alright? Naruto asked his sensei. Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, take today's training off, alright. We'll resume tomorrow. Anko said as she left the dango shop, leaving a confused looking Naruto. Not making much of it, Naruto decided to go for a walk. For some reason, as he walked down the streets, the villagers began throwing rocks and bottles at him. Thankfully, his reflexes allowed him to dodge and get away. The rest of the day was pretty calm for Naruto. He was sitting at the small desk Yuga got for his bedroom. Since she was out along with Hayate, the blonde decided to spend the day resting his body. Nighttime came around and the celebrations had begun. Though Yuga told him to remain inside after dark, Naruto decided he'd have fun. Fuck it, I'm the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths. Naruto joked to himself. Once he sneaks out, Naruto starts walking down the street and smiles at the celebration of the fourth Hokage defeating Kyuubi. I don't see why Aunt Yuga was worried. Everyone seems to be having a good time. Naruto said as he put his hands in his pockets and continued walking. Suddenly, a rock was thrown at Naruto's head. By instinct, he easily caught it. But when he turned around, a barrage of kunai was sent at him. Due to leaving his sword at home, Naruto was forced to jump up. However, he was met by a kick to his head by a shinobi above him. Naruto moaned from the pain. When he got up, the blonde noticed a circle of ninja with a sinister look in their eyes. Looks like the demon came out to play. Said one of the men. Let's show the demon what happens when you mess with Konoha. Shouted another man as he flicked a kunai. Naruto was able to duck but found two more kunai in his back. Demon. Shouted a woman. Lightning release electric shockwave. Shouted a man as multiple lightning bolts struck Naruto across his body. Though he was in utter pain, he refused to go down without fighting. Konan. Is that the best you've got? Naruto asked as he adopted the snake to jutsu style. He proceeded to charge the man that used the lightning jutsu. With his Sharingan activated, Naruto grabbed a kunai being thrown. By stabbing the man through the chest, he was able to shout the villagers that he wasn't playing around. However, another round of kunai assaulted him. Yelling in pain, Naruto turned to face a new target. But unfortunately, Naruto continued RX roving multiple attacks. Eventually, he dropped to his knees from the pain being too much. What's wrong demon? Too afraid to fight? Asked one of the men that charged towards Naruto. As Naruto continued receiving the beatings, the memories of the past beatings and assassination attempts on his life was flashing before his eyes. "The night the demon dies," shouted the man as he stuck his kunai through Naruto's chest, inches from his heart. This caused Naruto to puke up blood. Anko and Shisui met up with both Hade and Yuga. As they were walking, Yuga expressed her feelings about Naruto. Due to nobody knowing the truth, she had to be careful with her words. "Have any of you seen Naruto?" Yuga asked. "No, last I saw him was at the dango shop." "Why, is something wrong?" Anko asked. "No, I'm just worried. Today is his birthday and I feel bad for not spending time with him." Yuga said. "Why don't we invite him out here? I mean, if it's his birthday." "Shoot, little dude deserves to have some fun," Shisui said. The group's conversation was cut short by gathering of the crowd. While it wasn't uncommon, the words of killing the demon caught their attention. Yuga quickly ran over, and the sight made her absolutely sick to her stomach. Chapter 9 Determination. Yuga was disgusted at the sight before her. Naruto was on the ground with multiple kunai and shuriken in his body, burn marks and lightning strikes on him. Her killing intent reached a new level. "Why are you defending the demon, you demon lover?" shouted a man. "Hey. That's my student," Anko shouted as she drew a kunai. Shisui pulled her wrist back. "Let me go. I'll teach these bastards what happens when they hurt someone close to me," Anko said. "Haha. Let's get these whores. This demon's influence will be no more," shouted the man as he charged with his kunai. Instantly, a piercing hand of lightning went through the man's chest. "You broke Lord Third's law. Immediate execution," Kakashi muttered in disgust. At the same time, Anko flicked a few kunai that killed some of the shinobi by striking their vital points. "Looks like Ibiki will be getting some new toys," Anko said with a sadistic smirk. Yuga ran over to Naruto and noticed his body began healing. Impossible, thought the woman. "Come on, Kakashi. Let's show these idiots what happens when you mess with Naruto," Anko said. "I agree," Kakashi said as he turned to face the ninja. "That's enough. Anbu, arrest all these fools. Send them to Ibiki and have them erased," Hiruzen said as he appeared from nowhere. "Lord Third," Yuga called out with tears of pain. "It's okay, Yuga. He'll be fine. Trust me, Anko's given him worse," the Hokage said with a sad smile. "I suggest we call it a night. Yuga, get Naruto home. Kakashi, meet me in my office," Hiruzen said as he vanished. "I'll be over later," Anko said to her friend before she handled a small issue her date was causing. Anko and Shisui walked away from the group. "Damn, that was close," the boy said with his arms behind his head. "What was that about?" "You expected me to let Naruto keep getting hurt?" Anko asked. "There is a lot you don't understand. He isn't good to be around, not with your situation," Shisui said. "What do you mean?" Anko asked as she stopped walking. "Look, in all honesty your status puts you right above the kid. Truth be told, it's because of him that you aren't the bottom of the barrel. You're my friend and so I'm helping your status by associating with you," Shisui said. "You think I give a damn about status? Who cares that I'm the snake whore? I'll be a damn snake bitch. But when my friend is in danger, I'll kill anyone that fucks with him," Anko shouted. "Pathetic. Tell me, do you know why your parents were killed?" Shisui asked. "They died on the night of Kyuubi's attack. They died protecting this village," Anko said. "Who do you think is responsible for their death? I can assure you, you can't kill a tailed beast. The law prevents me from speaking about it. But know this, the fox is still alive. Isn't it funny that Naruto was nearly killed on his birthday and that his birthday is the anniversary of Kyuubi's attack?" Shisui asked. Anko stood frozen. "Are you saying that Naruto is the Kyuubi?" Anko asked. "I'm saying that the Hokage sacrificed his life to stop the fox. It suddenly vanished and Naruto is hated by everyone, along with being born during the attack." "God, how stupid can you be?" Shisui asked in a taunting tone. "Fuck you, Shisui. Fuck you and everyone else. Even I know the difference between a kunai and the storage scroll that it's sealed in. I feel sick that I even had a crush on you. Thank God I didn't sleep with you and you're small," Anko said before leaving. Yuga placed Naruto inside his bed and covered him up. "I'm sorry this happened, Naru," Yuga said in a whisper. Hei placed his hand on her shoulder. "How is he?" asked the man. "Lord Third said he would be alright," Yuga said with a soft smile. "I trust him. Naruto isn't some normal kid. He can take anything and come back 10 times stronger," said Hei. Yuga was about to respond until she heard a knock at the door. When she opened it, Anko was standing there in tears. "Anko. What happened, are you alright?" Yuga asked. "I'm a horrible person. I blew Naruto off for that head, Shisui. What kind of sensei am I? I'm just like that snake," Anko said. "Hey, you're nothing like him. What happened?" Yuga asked as she brought Anko inside. After explaining everything that happened, Yuga assured her that it was okay and that Naruto didn't hold grudges. "She's right you know. I'd never hold any ill feelings towards you," said the voice of Naruto. "What are you doing awake? How are you standing?" Hade asked. "Anko's lessons have taught me to toughen up. Besides, deception is a ninja's best tool," Naruto said as he limped to the couch and sat next to Anko. "Aki, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have ditched you on your birthday like that," Anko said. "No worries. You can make it up to me by buying me ramen. I've got the coupon so you can pay for other 100 bowls or so," laughed Naruto. Anko chuckled. "Of course. I can't let my star students starve," Anko said. "You know, after tonight, I realize that I have much training and growing to do. I'm not invincible and I need all the training I can get." "Anko-sensei, can you train me like your sensei trained you?" Naruto asked. Do you know what you're asking?" Anko asked. "Yes. But how can I protect my future wife if I can't surpass her?" Naruto asked with a wink. He then kissed her forehead softly. "Good night," Naruto muttered before flashing back to his room. A few curse words were heard from Naruto's room after he landed on the floor. This caused the others to chuckle. "He's one of a kind," Yuga said with a sigh. "You know, it's something about him that really gives me determination," Hate said. "I agree. To become stronger and train him to surpass that bastard. I believe that it's possible," Anko said. "Anko, as his official guardian, I am appointing you to train him and push him to his limits while at the academy. I want my boy to be the best genin this village has ever produced," Yuga said. "Of course. I do have a small favor to ask. I said some fucked up things to Shisui. Could I crash on your couch? Kura and I went to Asuma's house and I don't want to deal with any Uchiha," Anko asked sheepishly. "Yes. That's fine. But you better not enter his room." "I'm serious, I'm a sensory ninja, remember?" Yuga said. "Hey, I'm not that bad," Anko said. "Yeah, I remember you and Iruka at that sleepover," Yuga said with a chuckle. "Hey. You promise to never speak of that again," Anko said. The household's chaos came to an end and the members were filled with a special form of determination by one blonde in particular. Over the next year, Anko kept true to her word and trained the Gaki like her sensei trained her. However, instead of throwing him away when he fails, she used those moments to help the boy out. At the same time, Anko was promoted to Special Jonin while Yuga was accepted into the Anbu Black Ops. As Naruto improved, so did his precious people. His mastery of the Hiraishin, snake style, elemental jutsu, and his Sharingan had improved to the point that had it still be during a wartime, he'd have skipped the academy and gone straight to the battlefield. "Well, that was certainly an eventful evening," said Hagoromo. "I agree. But it was a real eye-opener. You know, I'm glad it happened," Naruto said to the sage. "You're an enigma that not even I, the sage of 6 paths will ever understand," Hagoromo said with a chuckle. "Gramps, I've got a question," Naruto said. "What is it?" asked the sage. "Your eyes. Those aren't your original eyes are they?" Naruto asked. "That's right. I have the Rinnegan. It's the semi-final form of the Sharingan," Hagoromo said. "The semi-final? What's the final form?" Naruto asked. "You see, there are 5 stages of the powerful eye. You've currently awoken the first stage, which is a basic Sharingan. The next step will be the Manjutsu Sharingan," Hagoromo explained. "How do I awaken it?" Naruto asked. The sage frowned at the blonde. "To awaken the next level is a task that many have failed to do. It not only gives you power, but the darkness in your heart is also amplified. You see, there is one particular condition that must be followed," Hagoromo said. "What is it?" Naruto asked. "Kill the person that's closest to you. End their lives and receive the reward of the Manjutsu," Hagoromo declared in a serious tone, having Naruto freeze up. "What? You mean, I'd have to kill Anko?" Naruto asked. "That's right. Killing Anko would be the only way you can achieve the power needed to save this world." "Can you do it?" asked Hagoromo. "No, I can't do it. She is my everything," Naruto said. "That's why it's a power very few can achieve. Unless you can break yourself free of your selfishness, you will never have what it takes to move this world," Hagoromo said. Naruto's eyes became shadowed as he gazed at his reflection. "Am I willing to sacrifice the one I love for power and a better world?" Naruto asked himself. "Time will tell if you have the determination to do what must be done, regardless of your own personal feelings," Hagoromo said before he left Naruto's mindscape. Chapter 10 Jinja Academy. Naruto woke up bright and early as he looked out the window. "Today is the day I start at the academy," thought the blonde as he walked over to his closet. He decided that since his shinobi career is officially starting, he would change his outfit. After his morning rituals, the blonde flashed downstairs and greeted his aunt. "Morning, Aunt Yuga," Naruto said with a bright smile. "Good morning, Naruto. I see you changed your outfit," Yuga said. Yeah, I decided that since my shinobi career has begun, it's time to change my appearance. Plus, I think orange is really cool. Naruto said with a bright smile. It also screams, please kill me. Yuga said with a chuckle. Haters are going to hate. Naruto said as he waved her off. Anyway. I've got a mission today. Kura and I agreed to keep an eye on you until I get back. Will you be alright? Yuga asked. Of course. See you later. Naruto said as he flicked a kunai out the window and flashed away. However, a few curses could be heard from Naruto not realizing where he landed. This made Yuga chuckle at her nephew's antics. You're something else, Naru. Thought the woman. After making a recovery, Naruto proceeded to walk down the street. The glares of the villagers annoyed him, but he wouldn't give even the slightest bit of satisfaction. As he kept walking, a boy around his age wearing a blue shirt and shorts joined him. Yo, you headed to the academy? Naruto asked. Yeah. Today is my first day. The kid asked. Mine too. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, what's yours? Naruto asked. Sasuke Uchiha. Said the boy. Oh, cool. You must be related to Shisui then. Naruto said. Yeah, he's my older brother's best friend and is like an extended brother of mine. Sasuke explained. Rumor has it he graduated at the age of 7 and became a jonin in that same year. Naruto said. Yeah, he's incredible. I hope to someday surpass him. Sasuke said. The two boys arrived in the classroom and were immediately met by multiple fangirls. Have fun. Naruto said as he took a seat in the front row and sat down beside a boy with a silver jacket and black glasses. Hi, my name is Naruto Uzumaki, what's your name? Naruto asked. The boy gazed at the blonde with calculating eyes behind his glasses. My name is Shino Abiram. Said the boy in an emotionless tone. Hi Shino. I hope you don't mind me sitting next to you. Naruto said with a bright smile. Are you okay? You seem oddly happy. Shino told the blonde. Naruto shrugged. I figured it would be nice to make some friends my own age, you know. If you would like, Jay can sit somewhere else. Naruto said. No, that's okay. I'm just not used to people being so open towards me. Shino said. Why not? Naruto asked. My clan is often ignored due to our jutsu. You see, we have insects that live inside of us and in exchange, we use their power. Explained Shino. That's pretty cool. It sounds like you'd be perfect for tracking and collecting information. Naruto said. Thanks. Do you have anything unique about you? Any clan bloodlines or abilities? Shino asked the blonde. Well, I have my dad's Hiraishin and can use the Sharingan. But that's about it. Naruto admitted. I thought the Sharingan was exclusive to the Uchiha. Shino asked. That's what I've heard. But apparently, my family has relationships with the Uchiha. I guess I got lucky. Naruto said. Indeed. Shino said while adjusting his glasses. Entering the classroom, Haruka Yumino and Anko Mitarashi, the two instructors greeted the class. Good morning, everyone. My name is Haruka Yumino and this is Anko Mitarashi. We will be your instructors at the academy. Haruka said. Alright, maggots. As your physical instructor, I plan on weeding out those who have no hope for being a ninja. You will train yourself into the ground and become a high-quality ninja. One of my students that I've trained is actually sitting here. Introduce yourself, Gaki. Anko called out. Naruto stood up. My name is Naruto Uzumaki and I'm the student of the Anko Mitarashi. Naruto said. Anyway, you will spend most of your time in the classroom and everything will be on theory. As you get closer to graduation, you'll be expected to perform. Does anyone have any questions? Haruka asked. Sasuke raised his hand and stood up once he was called. How do we go about graduating early? Sasuke asked. Unfortunately, Lord Third has passed a rule that requires our students to complete the entire 6 years. This is so you can maximize your skills and abilities before you're in the field. Haruka explained. Sasuke scowled before sitting down and Naruto raised his hand. What are you going to teach us? Naruto asked. You learn about shinobi history, chakra theory, laws and regulations of the village, mission rankings, shinobi ranks, and everything in between. Haruka said. Sounds boring. Naruto said as he sat down. Class was soon let out for the day and as Shino was leaving, Naruto called out to him. Hey Shino. Do you want to come with me and train? Naruto asked. The train? Shino asked curiously. Yeah. We can learn more about each other and get stronger. Naruto said. I see. Yes, I will join you. Shino said and the two boys proceeded to a training field that wasn't being used. Okay, let's start off with 100 push-ups and sit-ups. Naruto said as he immediately got down. Shino inspected Naruto and without speaking, he started doing push-ups as well. The two did their push-ups and sit-ups, along with talking about their likes and dislikes. Nighttime came around and both boys were watching the sky. Hey Shino. Naruto called out. Yes? Shino asked. What's your dream for the future? Naruto asked. My dream? I suppose it would be to become the clan head and lead my clans. What's your dream? Shino asked. Truthfully, I don't really know. I guess if I had to think about it, it would be to make my parents, Aunt Yuga and Anko-sensei proud. Naruto said with a sheepish smile. I see. I suppose that's a good dream to have. However, it is getting late. I will see you tomorrow, Naruto. Shino said with a bow. Oh, okay. I'll see you later. Naruto said as he started walking home. During his walk, Naruto not saw the glares of the villagers and heard the comments of wanting the demon to die. Naruto arrived at Kurenai's house and without a thought, he entered. Yo. Naruto greeted. Naruto. What are you doing here? Kurenai asked. I was out training with Shino and decided to visit you. How are you? Naruto asked. I'm fine. How was your first day at the academy? Kurenai asked. It was alright. Anko-sensei was pretty funny. I also made a friend with Shino Aburum. Naruto said. You did? That's good. Many people are uncomfortable around the Aburum clan because of their jutsu. Kurenai said. Yeah, Shino showed me his bugs. They are really cool. I kind of wish I had a special clan jutsu. Naruto said. Well, consider the Hiraishin your family's jutsu because nobody else outside of the Senju and Namikaze clan has access to it. Kurenai said. That's true, I never thought about it. Where is Anko-sensei at? Naruto asked as he walked over to the fridge. She's asleep. Do you want me to wake her? Kurenai asked. Don't worry, I've got it under control. Wow, this dango tastes amazing. Good thing Anko is a good sport. Naruto shouted and instantly, a purple blur tackled him to the ground. Kurenai sighed. I swear, you two are two peas in a pod. Kurenai said. Sensei. It's just dango. Naruto said as he sat up. Dango is the food of the gods. You have not been selected to appreciate its glory. Anko said. Ramen is better. Naruto muttered. Whatever, anyway, why are you here? Anko asked. I was just visiting Kurenai because Aunt Yuga is on a mission. Naruto said. Lucky. I'd kill to go on a B rank right now. Anko said. I can't wait till I start taking missions and doing real shinobi stuff. Naruto said. It will come with time. Naruto, are you hungry? Kurenai asked. Yeah, I did work up an appetite. Naruto said and he joined Kurenai and Anko in the homemade dango. This isn't too bad. Naruto said. I told you. Dango is the food of the gods. Anko declared. I guess if your god is special needs because ramen is the food of the gods. Naruto said. Dango. Anko shouted. Ramen. Naruto shouted back. Dango. Anko yelled. Ramen. Naruto yelled before he and Anko were hit over the head by Kurenai. That's enough. Naruto, it's getting late. I think it's time for you to head home. Kurenai said. Naruto looked and gave a soft smile. Oh, yeah. Do you guys need help with anything? Naruto asked sheepishly. Kurenai and Anko shot each other a look. No, that's alright. You can head on out. Kurenai said. Oh, okay. Hey, when was the last time the floors were moped? They seem kind of dirty. I'll mop them for you, Naruto said. Naruto, I mopped earlier. Is everything alright? In all my time of knowing you, I don't think I've ever seen you wash a dish, let alone mop. Kurenai said. No, nothing is wrong. I'll see you guys later. Naruto said with a bright smile as he exited through the door. I got it. I'll see what's bugging him. Anko said while secretly following him. Naruto made it across the village towards the Aburum district. As he tried to enter, the guard stopped him. Young man, it's late. The Aburum clan isn't expecting any visitors. Said the guard. But Shino left this rock at the school. I don't want him to lose something of his. Naruto said. At lost. The guard said and Naruto turned to walk away. As he was walking, Naruto found Kakashi's apartment and decided to pay him a visit. Naruto. What are you doing here so late? Kakashi asked lazily. Can I hang out with you? Naruto asked. What? I think it's time for sleep. Especially because I've got a mission tomorrow. Kakashi said. Oh, well it is late. Is it cool if I crash here? Naruto asked. Sure. Go ahead. Kakashi said with a tired gaze. He closed the door and the two brothers went to sleep. Baki, you're one weird guy. Anko thought before going home. Chapter 11 Friends. And I made some changes because it felt like I was going too fast. Things will slowly proceed forward because I want to show how Naruto awakens his Manjikyu, loses his bond with Anko, and how he ends up being at the start of his career. I hope you guys are enjoying this and Indy want you to know that I like adding some drama for my own pleasure when I read. But I hope you continue reading the story to the end. I plan on going into the end of Shippuden. The students inside the class were standing outside, waiting to begin their first jutsu lesson. Since the year just started, they would be giving a demonstration of their current abilities. Iruka was standing next to Anko as they were discussing the lesson plan for today. Do you think it's wise to have them fight each other? Iruka asked. Don't be a. These brats need to feel what a punch feels like. Besides, it will be a good idea to feel how the class will do. Anko pointed out. I suppose. But how do we properly match up the students? Iruka asked. Don't worry. I'll stick clan heirs with each other and civilians together. How does that sound? Anko asked. Okay. I suppose that will work. Iruka said. Alright, maggots. Listen up, we're going to be doing some soaring. We don't know how your training has been outside the class, so today, you are all weaklings. If you want to change our minds, prove it to us. Anko called out. Weakling? I'll show you a weakling. Kiba shouted and his ninja hound, Akamaru, started barking. Oh really? Alright, Naruto Uzumaki will start with Kiba and Yuzuka. Anko called out. Easy. This loser is going down. Kiba said as he walked to the center of the field. Naruto sighed and proceeded to meet Kiba halfway. He gave a soft bow. Rules are simple. Win. Anko declared the march began. Without hesitation, Kiba charged at Naruto with a plan to deliver a barrage of punches. Naruto's Sharingan activated and he was able to sidestep the Inuzuka and bring his fist upwards. The front of his knuckles connected to Kiba's face and it sent him backwards. You little shit. How did you do that? Kiba asked. It's simple, you weren't fast enough. Naruto said. Kiba jumped up and charged while twisting his body. Inuzuka clan to jutsu, rotating fang. Kiba shouted as his body appeared like a cyclone. This bro smiled to Naruto's face. As Kiba's cyclone charged at the blonde, he planted both hands into the ground. Earth release earth style wall. Naruto said and the wall had enough chakra that stopped Kiba's attack. Naruto, this is a Taijutsu fight only. Iruka called out. The blonde turned and apologized while laughing sheepishly. Sorry, Iruka-sensei. I got carried away. Naruto said. You little cheater. You didn't forget. Kiba shouted. Naruto sighed. Alright, do you want me to go all out? Naruto asked as he went into the snake Taijutsu stance. Yes. But it won't matter because you're going down. Kiba shouted. However, to his and everyone's surprise, the blonde charged and delivered multiple punches and kicks without anyone being able to keep up. When Naruto finished, Kiba was knocked out. Ino cheered while Shino nodded. Naruto smirked and walked over to his friends. I think I went a little overboard. Naruto said. Naruto. How did you do that? Ino asked. Huh? Oh, I did a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, and I drank plenty of juice. Naruto declared. The class watched a few fights take place, and when Kiba woke up, he proceeded to the blonde. Hey, I don't know what you did, but don't think you're better than me. Kiba roared. Naruto smirked and extended his hand. Hi, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Your name is Kiba Inuzuka, right? Naruto asked. Kiba raised his eyebrows. Huh? What are you doing? Kiba asked. It was a friendly fight. No reason for us to be angry at each other. I'm properly introducing myself and asking if you'd like to be friends with me, Ino, and Shino. Naruto said. Kiba looked at Naruto's hand before sighing in defeat. Yeah. You know, you aren't too bad. Your punches hit like a boulder. Kiba said with a chuckle. Oh, that's just from training. You know, after class, you can join us in training. I'm sure you'll find some benefit from it. Naruto said. Yeah, I think I'll take you up on that offer. Kiba said as he saw the final fight end. As the group proceeded to the classroom, Naruto hung back to see one of the larger kids with a frown on his face. Hey, are you alright? Naruto asked. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm fine. The boy lied. Little did he know, Naruto could easily tell if a person was being honest. I don't believe you. What's up? Naruto asked. Joji looked down. I don't like fighting. But a few of the kids were laughing at me and calling me names. It isn't that I'm weak, but I hate hurting others. Joji said. That's okay. Hurting others is never a good feeling. But you know, sometimes, you have to do what you don't want to do in order to protect those precious to you. Tell me, if someone killed your family, you'd do everything to stop them, right? Naruto asked. Well, yeah. I would protect my family with my life. Joji said. There you go. You should come sit by us in class. We won't call you weak or look down on you. You can actually join us in our after-school training if you want. Naruto said. Joji smiled and gave a nod. Okay. Said Joji. By the way, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. What's your name? Asked the blonde. My name is Joji Akimichi. Responded the chubby kid. To his surprise, Naruto offered his hand out as a sign of friendship. Joji nodded and happily shook his hand. Little did the kids know, one elderly man was watching from above with a soft smile on his face. Naruto, my boy. If there is one thing you have, it's the ability to turn any stranger into a friend. Hiruzen said. Lord Hokage, we have some bad news. said Kakashi as he entered. Hiruzen turned to face Kakashi. "What is it?" asked the elderly man. "Shisui Uchiha has been killed by suicide. He ended his life by throwing himself into the river," Kakashi said. Hiruzen sighed. "I see. That's all, Kakashi," Hiruzen said and the Anbu left. "Curse you, Danzo. Hopefully we can figure something out soon," thought the Hokage as he took another breath from his pipe. After all his friends said their goodbyes, Naruto went home and found Yuga on the kitchen. "And Yuga?" Naruto called out. "Oh, hi Naruto. I was wondering when you'd get home," the woman said. "I'm sorry. My friends and I were training," Naruto declared. "Who are your friends?" the woman asked curiously. "Shino Aburam, Ino Yamanaka, Kiba Inuzuka, Choji Akimichi, and his friend, Shikamaru Nara. They're all in my class at the academy," explained Naruto as he sat at the table. "I see. That's good. I'm glad to hear that you're making friends with people your own age," Yuga said. "Yeah, but there is one kid, Sasuke Uchiha. He isn't a jerk or anything, but I noticed he acts like he's better than everyone," Naruto said. Yuga sighed and smiled sadly. "That happens, Naruto. Some people think they're better than everyone," Yuga said. "I know what you mean. But as the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths, I expected a bit more respect," Naruto said in a joking tone to get an eye roll from Yuga. "I'm kidding. But I wish I could become friends with him. We walked to school together this morning. But that was it," Naruto said. "Well, give it some time. Things will get better and who knows, maybe he is just shy," said the woman as she ruffled Naruto's hair. "Yeah, maybe so," said the blonde. Yuga put down a plate of steak, beans, and carrots for Naruto to eat. As he chowed down, Yuga explained about her mission and how it's important to never lower your guard. "I'm glad you're okay. I'd be really sad if you got hurt and I couldn't protect you," Naruto said. "Naruto, you can't protect and save everyone. That's just life. But I appreciate your concern," Yuga said. "Well, I'm going to go shower and get ready for bed. I'm pretty tired," Naruto said. "Alright, good night. I love you," Yuga called out. "Loves you too, mom," Naruto muttered as he proceeded to his room, not noticing the surprised look on Yuga's face. As Naruto looked out at the full moon, he began reflecting on his life. Yeah, the whispers, the beatings, and the glares sucked. But he had friends that cared about him, along with a family of his own. "I solemnly swear, I will protect you all with my life, including you, Shisui," Naruto said as he rolled over and fell into a deep sleep. Chapter 12 An Underground Route. Naruto was enjoying a Sunday off from the academy. He was at the Anbu's training field since he had special access to it. Here, he created 1,000 clones and he trained for 5 hours. In turn, he received about 6 months worth of training. When the blonde finished up, he was met by an Anbu that he was familiar with, Yamato. "Hello Naruto. How was your training?" asked the man. "Hi Yamato. It was pretty good. I'm finally getting used to the Hiraishin. I've also been working my snakes for better use when working with them," explained Naruto. "I see. Well, keep up the good work," Yamato said as he nodded and left. "Alright, time for some morning ramen and then I'll go find Kiba or one of them," Naruto said as he flashed away from the HQ and proceeded to Ichiraku's ramen shop. Inside the small restaurant, Tucci was cooking up a fresh pot of ramen while his daughter, Ayam, was doing the dishes. When they saw the bright yellow appear, Tucci almost believed it to be Minato. "Welcome to Ichiraku's ramen shop," Tucci declared. "Yo, Gramps," Naruto said while sitting at the bar. "Ah, Naruto, my boy. Here for your regular?" Tucci asked. "You bet. 7 bowls of miso ramen," Naruto called out as he sat down and waited. "Man, the rumors about you are true. All you eat is ramen," said the familiar voice of Might Guy. "Dai sensei," Naruto called out. "Hello my youthful friend. Life's been treating you good?" Guy asked. "It's going. What brings you around this side of town?" Naruto asked. "I was actually looking for my eternal rival. It's been a while since our last challenge," Guy said. "I see. Well, if he comes around, I'll let you know," Naruto said with a lazy wave. "Alright. I'll see you around," Guy said as he left the shop. "You can come out now," Naruto called and appearing next to him, Naruto's favorite masked man. "Thanks Naruto," Kakashi said. "No problem. What are you doing today?" Naruto asked. "Not much, just on the path of light," Kakashi responded lazily. "Sounds about right. I just finished my morning training. I'm going to go look for Kiba. Hopefully they aren't busy," Naruto said. "Training has been going well?" Kakashi asked. "Yeah. I'm getting the hang of the Hiraishin. But I'm trying to add a few more elemental jutsu to my arsenal. Something that does massive damage," Naruto said. "Naruto, what's your favorite element to use?" Kakashi asked as Naruto began chowing down on the ramen Am gave him. "Honestly, wind is my favorite but lightning is pretty close too," The idea behind speed really excites me in battle. Naruto said. Well, one of these days, you should come find me. I might be able to teach you jutsu or two. Kakashi with an eye smile. Thanks Kakashi. You're the best. Naruto said. The blonde finished his ramen and paid for it. As he was walking down the street, Naruto was approached by a man wearing a blank white mask and black shinobi robes. Naruto Uzumaki, Lord Danzo has requested your presence. Said the man. Naruto looked up at the man. Alright. I've got some time to kill. Naruto said as he and the root member vanished in a shunshin. When they arrived, Naruto explained the Hiraishin is much faster, but he got no response. So much for having personality. Thought the blonde. Lord Danzo will see you now. Said the ninja. Thanks. Naruto said lazily as he entered the room to see an elderly man with bandages sitting across the desk. Hello Naruto. Greeted Danzo. Yo. Naruto responded in a casual tone. Naruto, I've got a question for you. If you have 10 shinobi and one of them are sick with a contagious disease, what do you do? Danzo asked the boy in a calm tone. Naruto raised an eyebrow while chuckling. Simple. You can kill the ninja and prevent him from infecting the team so you can complete the mission. Naruto said. Interesting. It seems the two of us have a similar way of thinking. Danzo said. I said that's what a person can do, not necessarily what I do. Tell me, why did this ninja get sick? Can he get help? Is the mission more important than their life? Naruto asked as he sat back with his calm expression. Danzo remained silent as he gazed at Naruto. In the years since before the First Great War, I've never heard anyone think about the question and look at it from outside the box. Danzo said. I see. Well, tell me. What did you want to meet me for? I doubt it's to ask a silly question. Naruto said. I've been watching you since you were born. Due to Hiruzen, I've been forced to remain as an underground root. But seeing that you're an academy student, I'm able to assist you now. Tell me, what do you know about Anbu? Danzo asked. Naruto's eyes remained calculated as he gazed at Danzo. I know they are the Hokage's personal guard. However, it seems you've got your own form of Anbu. So I take it they answer to only you. Naruto said. Yes. Naruto, would you be interested in joining the Anbu Black Ops? Of course, you'll join the Root Division. But once I'm elected as the 5th Hokage, I'll be able to promote you to the official rank of Anbu. Danzo asked. Naruto smirked. Can I think about it? It's a big call to make, and since I'm an academy student, I don't want to rush into it. Surely you understand. Naruto said. Danzo was mentally cursing. Curse you Minato. Giving this boy such brains. Danzo thought. Alright. I'll wait for your response. However, don't take too long. Danzo said. Naruto nodded and vanished in a yellow flash. When he appeared, the Hokage was looking at him with a strange expression. Sitting across from him, an older man with shoulder-length hair was sitting. I apologize Lord Third. But this is more important than whatever is going on here. Naruto said. Naruto, this is the Fire Daimyo. Please show the proper respect. Hiruzen said. Naruto nodded and faced the Daimyo. Hello Lord Daimyo. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Please forgive my interruption, but this is more important. Naruto said before turning back to Hiruzen, who was fuming mentally. Young man, I doubt anything is more important than the economical condition of this village. The Daimyo said. Naruto pinched the bridge of his nose. With all due respect, nothing will matter if this village is destroyed. So, please stop talking and let me deal with this. Naruto said as he turned away. In most cases, a man wouldn't have survived 2 seconds after speaking to the Daimyo with such a tone. However, the bravery displayed by the boy was impressive, and so, the Daimyo decided to hear him out. Sarutobi, let's hear what he has to say. The Daimyo said. Yes Lord Daimyo. Alright, Naruto. Please explain. Hiruzen said. Danzo tried recruiting me into Root. I'm sure there is no visual proof by having Anbu following him around. However, I left a marker inside his office and I believe there will be evidence for treason. Look, whatever Danzo is planning, he's trying to take over and it's most likely going to send this village downhill. Naruto said. Hiruzen, was Root not disbanded as I ordered after they tried to kill you? Asked a Daimyo. The Hokage sighed. No, I've been too laid back with him. It seems that in my foolishness, he's been working to overthrow me. Hiruzen admitted. The Fire Daimyo sighed. Alright, this is what you're going to do. You will send your top Anbu inside the office and find proof of his treason. Once your Anbu has means, they will execute the man on sight. The Daimyo ordered. Yes Lord Daimyo. Hiruzen said. Alright, that's all. I'll leave you two alone. Naruto said as he vanished in a yellow flash. Who are his parents? The Fire Daimyo asked. Haha, he's the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Hiruzen said. His smile grew wider at the disbelief of the Daimyo's face. He's definitely got his mother's personality. The Daimyo said. Somewhere in an unknown location. As you know, the coup is going to occur and there is nothing that can stop it," said an older man's voice. "I understand," said the voice of a younger man. "I'm ordering you in 9 months, 3 days before the coup, to eliminate every last man, woman, and child. As agreed upon, Sasuke Uchiha will be spared and not informed about this mission," said the voice of the older man. "Yes, Lord Danzo," said Itachi as he left the unknown location. Naruto was currently hanging out with Kiba, Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, and Shino. They were at a training field discussing Naruto's skill. "Why did you get selected to be trained at birth?" Kiba asked. "I didn't get trained at birth. I got trained because I asked my big brother to help me," Naruto said. "But why would someone as famous and powerful as Kakashi Haddock train an orphan? No offense," Ino said. "He was my father's student and wanted to make sure I was okay," Naruto said. "Why won't you tell us who your parents are?" Choji asked. "S-class secret," Naruto said. "Then why were you adopted by the Anbu at birth?" Kiba asked. "S-class secret," Naruto replied once more. "Is everything about your life an S-class secret?" Ino asked. "Pretty much. But hey, I promised Aunt Yuga that I'd join her for dinner. I'll see you guys later," Naruto said as he vanished in a yellow flash. "What's that jutsu?" Kiba asked. "Probably an S-class secret," Shino said. 97. Chapter 13 The Dark Knight. The students in Naruto's class finished their first year at the Ninja Academy. Many of the students that weren't made for the shinobi life quit. It wasn't unusual. The gang was currently throwing kunai, all milligrams with the Uchiha and Hyuga. Sakura was there, but she sat behind Sasuke along with a few of the fangirls that were cheering him on. As Hinata flicked a kunai, she was scoring perfectly. Naruto noticed and walked up to her. "Hello, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. What's your name?" Naruto asked. "My name is Hinata Hyuga, though I'm sure you already know," the girl said with a harsh tone. "You know, you're wasting a bit of energy with how you throw the kunai," Naruto said. "Oh? Is the class clown giving out advice now?" Hinata asked. Naruto chuckled and picked up 4 shuriken and flicked them lightly at once. The 4 of them connected to the center of the target. The squad was in shock at how good and talented Naruto was. "How did you do that?" Hinata asked as she crossed her arms. "Training effectively. You should join us after school during our training sessions. I'd really like to have a match with you," Naruto said. "Do you know my clan is known for its perfect jutsu art?" Hinata asked. "Sure, but did you know that I never back down from any challenge?" Naruto asked. "Dude, he's actually flirting with a Hyuga. The last guy that did that ended up in the hospital," said Kiba. "Man, women are so troublesome," Shikamaru said. Hinata smirked at the blonde. "Maybe I'll take you up on that offer. But right now I'm training. If you keep bothering me, I'll drop you in front of your friends," Hinata whispered in his ears. "You know, you remind me of sensei. I might just let you try," Naruto said with a wink. Hinata went to strike him, but he flashed away back to the group. "HMPH, annoying blondes," Hinata muttered while resuming her shuriken practice. "Naruto, that was incredible. You really got game. Are you going to ask her out?" Kiba asked. Naruto shook his head. "No, there is only one woman for me. But I wouldn't mind training against a Hyuga. She could probably wipe the floor with me in an only to jutsu match," Naruto admitted. "No way, you're the best in everything in our class," Ino said. "Thanks, but that isn't true. You're way better at gathering information, Kiba is a better tracker, Shikamaru is an excellent strategist, Shino is an excellent tracker and information gatherer, and Choji is easily stronger than me," Naruto said. "Then what does that make you?" Shino asked. "Oh, I'm the fastest. I might take the name, Orange Flash of Konoha, haha," Naruto said in a joking tone. "Such immature kids. Playing around and not taking life serious. As an Uchiha, I need to be the best," Sasuke thought as he continued throwing kunai at the targets. A few hours passed and Sasuke realized that it was getting late. "Shit, mom is going to kill me," Sasuke thought as he quickly gathered his things and proceeded to leave. "HMPH, stupid Uzumaki. Who cares, you're clanless and an orphan. I don't see what makes you so special," thought Sasuke as he couldn't get the picture of the blonde out of his mind. While walking, Sasuke noticed a figure standing on top of a light pole. "Huh? Who is that?" Sasuke thought, and when he blinked, the figure was gone. "Man, that was weird. I better get home." Sasuke out loud to nobody in particular. "Wait a minute, it's too early for everyone to be in bed. What's going on, another clan meeting?" Sasuke thought as he proceeded to walk down one of the Uchiha district's main streets. To his horror, many of his clansmen were on the ground, their bodies cut open in such a brutal way. "What the, I need to get home," Sasuke said as he started running. As he ran as fast as he could, he stopped by his grandparents and were horrified at seeing them on the ground, lifeless. "Who could do such a thing?" Sasuke asked out loud. Sasuke made it to his home and like everywhere else, it was a ghost town with all the lights off. Mother, father, Itachi. Sasuke thought as he proceeded to his parents' bedroom. Both of his hands were on the handles. Sasuke, don't come in. Please. Begged his mother Mikoto. He instantly heard the sound of two bodies dropping. Using all of his strength, Sasuke ran inside and saw the same figure from before standing over the bodies of his parents. Who are you? Sasuke asked until he saw the face. Itachi. What's going on? Who killed mother and father? Sasuke asked. Itachi remained silent as he looked at his younger brother. Foolish little brother. Are you that stupid to the reality of what's before you? Itachi asked. Huh? Are you saying it was you? Sasuke asked as his tears ran down his face. Why? Why would you do this? Sasuke asked. It was simple. I wanted to test my ability and reach the new level. Itachi said without any emotion in his voice. Sasuke's became shadowed. You mean, you butchered our entire clan for the sole purpose of testing your ability? Are you out of your mind? Sasuke asked as he charged toward with brother with rage fueling his body. Instantly, Itachi struck his brother in the gut, knocking him to the ground. Foolish little brother, you're weak. Itachi said. Sasuke, you aren't even worth killing. Run and hang on to your pathetic life. You must have hate, little brother. You must have that hate for the rest of your days. Use it to become stronger and one day, you'll have the same eyes as I do. Itachi said. I'm scared, I don't want to die. Sasuke shouted as he ran out of his parents' house, attempting to get help from someone close by. As he made it towards the gate, he was blocked by Itachi. Please, please don't kill me. Sasuke begged. Foolish little brother, as I said before, you aren't worth killing. I'm simply giving you a guide to have the same eyes as me. In order to awaken the power of the Mangekyou Sharingan, you must take the life of the person most precious to you. Only then can you have the power to defeat me and avenge our clan. Before I go, I'll give a taste of what I can do. Tsukiyomi. Itachi muttered. The entire world became black with a white outline, red sky and black moon. Itachi was slaughtering the members of the Uchiha clan, including their parents and grandparents. For the next 72 hours. You will relive the events of tonight. I want them burned into your mind every time your eyes are closed. If you wish to kill me, then hate me. Use your hatred as your drive to become stronger. Kill the one who you're most close with as I did with Shisui. Farewell. Itachi said as Sasuke continued seeing the death of his family. All 3 days passed through Sasuke's mind, only a mere second passed in reality. As he gave one final look to his brother, a tear can be seen running down his face. The next morning, word about the Uchiha clan massacre spread like a wildfire. When Naruto heard about it, he immediately went to the hospital. Let me see my friend. Naruto shouted. Young man, this is a hospital. There is no reason to yell. Snapped the front desk lady. I don't care. My friend lost his entire family and I'm not letting him remain alone. Naruto shouted. Naruto, that's enough. Please settle down. Hiruzen said. But Lord Third, look what happened. Naruto said. I'm aware of the events that took place. Sasuke is currently in a mental coma right now. He needs rest. Hiruzen said. Naruto frowned. Alright, I understand. But the moment he wakes up, let me know. Naruto said. I promise you, I will. Hiruzen said and Naruto left the hospital. Curse you Danzo, what have you done? Hiruzen mentally cursed his former teammate's name. Naruto was sitting under a tree at the training field. The memories of the precious night and his meeting with Itachi was playing in his mind. Flashback, Naruto was on a midnight walk to clear his mind when he noticed a figure running at high speed. Deciding to check it out, Naruto found Itachi Uchiha. Hey, are you alright? Naruto asked as he saw that Itachi was covered in blood. Hello Naruto. Yes, I'm fine. Itachi said. What happened, you look a mess. Naruto said. Naruto, can you do a favor for me? Itachi asked. What is it? Naruto responded. Please keep an eye out for Sasuke. I'm leaving the village, so I won't be around. Itachi said. Naruto have a confused look and when Itachi's Mangekyou Sharingan activated, he was brought to the world of Tsukiyomi. Where are we? Naruto asked. That isn't important. But you need to be careful of the man, Danzo Shimura. He's ordered me to eliminate the entire clan aside from my brother. Itachi said. What? You slaughtered your entire clan? What the hell is wrong with you? Naruto asked. The Uchiha clan was planning a coup to attack the village. Had it gone through, many innocent lives would have been killed. It could have led to the Fourth Great Shinobi World War. I'm afraid I might have gone a bit far with Sasuke's MJND. But please understand that it was for the best. He'll most likely live his life for vengeance against me. Whatever happens, I need you to make sure that he doesn't fall down the path of darkness. Save and protect my younger brother, Naruto. I believe that only you can do that. Itachi said. I see. Alright, Itachi. I will and I'll make sure Danzo is handled. Naruto said. Be careful. He's a tricky man and is smart. He was able to defeat Shisui. Naruto, Danzo's covered eye is actually an act. Behind the bandages, Shisui's Manjikyu Sharingan is there and his ability to use Kodamatsukami is deadly. It can control any number of people for an unknown length of time. Please mature your Sharingan and eliminate him. Are you aware of the conditions? Itachi asked. Naruto nodded. Yeah, I know what to do. Get out of here, I'll get the Hokage and the Anbu so you have time to escape. Naruto said. Thank you Naruto. You truly are a pure soul. Itachi said as he ended the jutsu and vanished into a flock of crows. Flashback ended. Can I really bring myself to kill Anko? Naruto silently asked himself as he thought about his conversation with Hagoromo. To sacrifice one person to save the world. Am I really ready to make that choice? Naruto asked himself before leaving and going to his own devices. Chapter 14 Final Decision. The night was cool and breezy. The people of Konoha were enjoying a peaceful night. As everyone enjoyed their evening and prepared for the next day, one woman in particular didn't share those feelings. Inside of the shinobi bar, Anko was drinking herself to death. She couldn't even sit up straight and whenever someone tried to cut her off, she'd send her snakes at them. Entering the bar, Kakashi saw the sad form of Anko and sighed. Anko, it's time to go home. Kakashi said. Fuck you, Cyclops. Anko said with a heavy slur. The masked ninja went through a series of hand seals before putting his hand on Anko's forehead. The seal used allowed Kakashi to purify Anko's body of all the alcohol. Come on, let's go for a walk. Kakashi said. Anko glared but nodded. As the two walked, Kakashi didn't bother pulling his book out. Rough night? Kakashi asked. It's Naruto. I can't believe him. I thought he was my friend. Anko said as her tears started to fall. Kakashi saw this. What happened? Asked the masked man. Anko started explaining the events that took place a few hours prior to their meeting. Flashback. Anko was jumping across the village. For a while, Naruto had been acting strange and even his friends and family began to get concerned. She decided that she'd check on her Gaki. When he wasn't at the ramen shop or any of the training fields, she decided to check one final spot. Anko proceeded to the Hokage's monument and saw the blonde sitting on the stone head of the fourth Hokage. Yo, Gaki. I've been looking everywhere for you. Anko called out. Hello Anko. Naruto greeted in an emotionless tone without turning his head. Anko noticed the greeting. You alright? Anko asked as she sat down next to him. I'm having a problem and I just don't know what to do. The blonde admitted in the same tone. What's got you all dark and serious? With this attitude and those eyes, if you change your hair, you'd be a perfect Uchiha. Anko joked. You see, I'm debating on whether I want to kill you or not. Naruto said while remaining calm. This made the woman's eyes go wide. What? Naruto, that isn't funny. Anko said. I wasn't joking. You see, I recently learned about the second level of the Sharingan along with learning how to awaken it. Naruto explained. Anko, you're the best friend I've ever had along with being the first and only woman I have ever loved. Training with you, well brutal, it was the best time of my life. Naruto said. Then why do you want to kill me? Anko asked with a louder tone. Do you know why the Uchiha are so strong? It's because they love more than the average person. In a way, my love for you is something that nobody could ever compare to. The blonde said with more emotion than intended. You see, while love is one of their strongest emotions, it isn't their strongest. The one thing an Uchiha has that's stronger than their love, it's their hate. Naruto explained. Anko drew a kunai from her overcoat. The words Naruto were speaking broke the woman in a way that not even Orochimaru could ever compare to. Anko, I'm going to be frank with you. I absolutely hate you and everything about you. From your voice, your smell, and just the sight of you makes me sick. The blonde said as he started leaking killing intent. You don't mean that. No, the Naruto I know wouldn't hate anyone. Anko shot back, but Naruto only laughed. Really? That's a lot of talk coming from the worthless tool of Orochimaru. Didn't he abandon you? Was it because of how weak you are, or is it because you're nothing but an object to be used? Naruto asked with a sinister smirk. Stop it. Please, Naruto. Please stop it. Anko said as she started crying. You're such a child. You aren't even worth killing. I'm leaving, my business with you is over. The blonde said as he started walking away. As Anko looked at the blonde, he gave one final look and for a moment, it looked as if he was also crying. The blonde vanished in a yellow flash, leaving a broken Anko. Flashback ended. Kakashi looked in absolute shock. Are you serious? I just can't believe that Naruto would do such a thing. Kakashi said. I can't believe it either. But you know what, fuck him and everyone else. The snake bitch from Konoha doesn't need anyone, especially a damn kid. Anko said. Though only a single eye can be seen, Kakashi's display of sadness wave evident. If you ever need to talk, I'm here. The silver-haired man said. Anko left the masked ninja, and he just sighed. Naruto, what's going on with you? Kakashi asked himself. The blonde in question was inside his room. If anyone were to look inside, they wouldn't see a prodigy, shinobi in training. They would see a boy that's an emotional wreck from losing his best friend. Naruto. Called out Hagoromo as he pulled Naruto into his mind. What? Naruto asked through his tears. Why didn't you kill her? Certainly it would have been less painful and heartbreaking. Hagoromo said to his reincarnation. You know that it's the only way to awaken the power. How do you plan of changing the world if you cannot make a single sacrifice? The sage asked. Naruto glared at the man. Shut up. You don't know anything about me. Naruto roared. Foolish boy, I know everything about you. Hagoromo snapped. As he stared with a stern expression, Naruto glared back. Naruto sighed as he decided to calm himself. Look Gramps, I understand what you're saying. Naruto said. I don't believe you do. How can one hope to save the world if they cannot make a simple sacrifice? The old sage asked. Naruto smirked. How can I save the world if I can't even save a single friend? Naruto shot back, leaving the sage of 6 paths speechless. Look old man, I don't know how you did it in your past or what the others before me did. But I'll find another way to achieve the power needed. I won't go down the path of darkness and lose myself to my hatred. I will break the cycle of hatred and create a new world, believe it. Naruto declared with determination. Hagoromo smiled. I knew it was you, my child. I truly believe in the words you say. Naruto, never lose your will and never let anything change you. The old sage said as he vanished, leaving Naruto to return to his thoughts. The next morning at the academy, the class was greeted by Iruka and a silver-haired man. Everyone, Anko-sensei will no longer be teaching. Mizuki Cordal will be our Taijutsu and physical conditioning instructor. I expect you all to show him the same respect as you do me and Anko. Iruka said. Naruto sat down with his friends but remained silent. Even when the others tried to speak with him, his answers were short and his tone was cold. This had everyone concerned and they believed something happened to Naruto. Hey Naruto. What's with you, man? Kiba asked. Naruto turned to face the boy. Nothing. Responded Naruto as he resumed his classwork. Well, we're going to Ichiraku's ramen shop after school today. Do you want to join us? Kiba asked. No. Naruto said without looking at the boy. Oh, come on. What do you have to do anyway? Kiba asked. Train. Naruto said. Okay, you're really pissing me off. Kiba roared as he grabbed Naruto by his hoodie. However, the blonde quickly grabbed the Inuzuka's wrist and pinned him to the ground with a kunai to his face. Hey man, I'm sorry. I'm just worried about you. Kiba said defensively. Naruto sighed and returned his kunai to his pouch. The moment Iruka dismissed them, Naruto vanished in a yellow flash. When the blonde arrived at the training field, he created multiple shadow clones. You all have your orders. Get to work. Naruto said in a stern tone and without hesitation, the clones started training. Arriving at the training field, Kakashi decided to find out what was wrong with his brother. Naruto, I'm going to have a few words with you. Kakashi said in a tone he didn't use often. Later, Kakashi. I'm busy. Naruto said but found himself strapped to a tree by ninja wire. I figured you wouldn't sit down and listen. So I'm going to make you listen. Kakashi said in a fatherly tone. After a moment of struggling, Naruto have in and listened to what his brother had to say. Naruto, I heard about your conversation with Anko. What's going on? Asked the masked man. Nothing, Kakashi. It isn't any of your business. I simply severed the bond with her. Naruto pointed out. I think you did a bit more than that. What happened? What is you acting like such an irrational brat? All you need to do is do your hair black and you'll be just like an Uchiha. Kakashi said. You wouldn't understand, Kakashi. There is so much about myself that not even I understand. What I told to Anko was needed. Whether she was hurt or not, it's irrelevant. Naruto said. Kakashi raised an eyebrow. Naruto, what was one of the things that I taught you? Kakashi asked. Those that abandon their friends are worse than trash. I know Kakashi. But I'm willing to be that trash. I've got no choice. Naruto argued. Naruto, what is going on? I don't want to force it out of you. Please just be honest and open with me. You're like my younger brother and I care about you. Kakashi said while softening his tone. Sorry, but no. Until I figure everything out, I need to be alone. Speaking of which, please inform Aunt Yuga that I will be moving into an apartment. It seems that with how things are going, it would be better for me to stay away from them. Naruto said as he vanished in a yellow flash. Minato-sensei, I wish you and Lady Kushina were here. I don't know what to do. Kakashi silently thought as he noticed the shadow clones continue their training. Over the course of the next few years, Naruto continued training and isolated himself. Slowly but surely, his friends stopped bothering to hang out with him. Yuga was forced to accept his decision, but she and Kakashi often kept an eye on him while on Anbu patrol. Anko worked with Ibiki in the torture and interrogation department. Well there, she found her talent in torture, and to help cope with everything, she created a stronger mask that kept everyone except her friends, Hana, Kurenai, and Yuga away. While one would consider Naruto to be going down a dark path, the reality was, he was afraid to hurt anyone that got close to him. Naruto and the Hokage would meet a few times out the month and discuss different topics and things to help prepare Naruto for his shinobi career. 12 years ago, the nine-tailed fox suddenly appeared and began attacking Konoha. A single swipe from its tails could crush mountains and cause tsunamis. One brave shinobi stood up to the demon and was able to end its wrath. That ninja was the fourth Hokage. Naruto was sitting at his desk, the graduation exams were taking place the following day. As he looked back on his life, it has been everything but normal. He proceeded to leave the classroom once they were dismissed. As he walked down the streets towards his home, the villagers and shinobi whispered about the demon being a ninja. Being 12 years old, Naruto has already gotten used to the fact that most of the village hates him. Personally, he no longer cares since he's been isolated from everyone aside from the Hokage. Once he gets to his apartment, 5 shadow clones were summoned and he ordered them to pick up from where they left off in yesterday's studying. After securing the privacy seals, Naruto vanished in a yellow flash to his personal training field that was out of the village. When Naruto arrived inside the Forest of Death, he was greeted by the dangerous animals that were waiting to eat him. As he smiled, he gave the signal that he was ready. The gigantic tiger charged at impressive speeds, however, Naruto was avoid any and all attacks. "Come on, I thought you were hungry," Naruto said in a taunting tone. Growling with rage, the tiger wouldn't stop until he had Naruto for lunch. "Time to test out my new jutsu," Naruto thought as he extended his hand and a ball of blue chakra formed. The two connected and to the blonde's delight, the river was sent spinning away, at least 10 miles. "I guess he'll come back another day," Naruto said as he created a few more clones. "Alright, you know the drill. Time to get to work," Naruto ordered and his clones began their assigned training. The original found peace in meditation and it allowed him to review the knowledge of the clones when they dispelled. Hagoromo was the one to introduce the exercise and to the blonde's surprise, it helped him keep a leveled mind. "It seems your training is going well," said the old sage. "That's right. Every day I've been summoning 5,000 clones. My chakra control is nearly perfected and I'm getting the hang of the Rasengan," Naruto said. "Every day you become more and more like your father. Naruto, it seems that today will be our last official day together," said Hagoromo. "Huh? What are you talking about?" Naruto asked. "You see, I've remained with you until the day you officially become a shinobi. I will return to my world and you'll be forced to handle your journey alone. Naruto, I've become so proud of you and I look forward to seeing the results from your training," Hagoromo said. "I understand. Thank you for everything, Gramps," Naruto said with a sheepish smile. The old man's body began to reveal a purple aura and after a few moments, Hagoromo's presence couldn't be felt by the blonde. "I'm serious, thank you for everything," Naruto said as he resumed his mediation. The next morning came and Naruto was silently waiting for the instructions. "Okay, the exam will be in multiple parts. There will be a written weapon throwing, taijutsu, and ninjutsu part. Each part is worth 25% of your grade and you need to score at least a 60% to pass," Iruka said. As the papers were being handed out, Naruto noticed the assistant, Mizuki, he placed a Genjutsu on Naruto's test. "Wow, this guy must really think I'm an idiot," Naruto thought as he released the Genjutsu. In about 5 minutes, the blonde finished his test and to Iruka's delight, Naruto scored perfectly. However, Naruto was forced to wait 55 minutes for the class to finish their test. When the boring hour ended, everyone was brought outside for the taijutsu portion. "Okay, you've been paired up properly. Remember, this is a taijutsu portion and afterwards, you'll be dismissed for lunch," Mizuki explained. Multiple students were called up and Naruto remained uninterested until his name and Sasuke Uchiha were called. Of course. Time to see what Itachi's brother is made of, thought Naruto. "Get ready, loser," Sasuke said while getting into his clan's taijutsu style. Naruto sighed and got into the serpent style that his former sensei taught him. When Mizuki gave the signal to start, Sasuke rushed at impressive speeds for an academy student. However, Naruto easily knocked the fist away with his right hand and gave the Uchiha and fast jab with his left hand. Sasuke was dropped to a single knee as he clenched his stomach. Gritting his teeth, Sasuke tried to deliver an uppercut but Naruto took a step back and planted his foot into Sasuke's chest by using a chamber kick. Many of the students and instructors were in shock. Only the ones who used to train with Naruto and Iruka sensei were aware of what the blonde could do. "Curse you. I'm an Uchiha. I can't be beaten by a nobody," Sasuke said as he flicked multiple shuriken. "Hey. This is a taijutsu only spar," Iruka shouted. However, Naruto caught all 3 shuriken with his pointer finger. "So much for an Uchiha being the best," Naruto said. "If you think you're so tough, then stay right there. I'll make you regret those words," Sasuke shouted as he went through multiple hand seals. Fire release a great fireball jutsu. Sasuke shouted and a massive ball of fire consumed Naruto's body. Instantly, the fire was reduced to smoke as a wall of water formed around the blonde. Water release water wall barrier. Naruto said with a smirk. The match is over and Naruto Uzumaki is the winner's Laruka declared. But sensei, Naruto used a jutsu too. So why is he declared the winner? Asked Sakura who was on the hating Naruto bandwagon. Naruto used a jutsu to defend himself while Sasuke used both a jutsu and weapons. Not to mention, the fight was already decided. Haruka explained. The rest of the students finished their fights before they were released for lunch. While walking, Naruto decided to pay a visit to Ichiraku's ramen shop and have a bowl of miso ramen. Naruto. It's been forever. Where have you been? Aim shouted. Hi Aim. I'm sorry I haven't been around much. I've been really busy with getting ready to graduate. Naruto said. Too busy for me? Aim asked in a mock-hurt tone. Oh, leave the boy alone Aim. From what I've heard, he certainly has one of a career ahead of him. Tucci said. Naruto smiled and once he finished eating 2 owls of miso, the blonde laid for his meal and proceeded back to the classroom. As he walked, Naruto was stopped by a large gathering of his female classmates, minus Hinata. Naruto sighed. What do I owe the pleasure? Naruto asked lazily. Naruto, you hurt Sasuke really bad. Ino shouted. About 2 years ago, Ino went back to her fangirl life and became friends with Sakura once more. Sounds like a personal problem. Naruto said. Naruto, you idiot. Stop trying to act cool. Sakura shouted. She cocked her fist back and prepared to strike the blonde until he caught her fist and glared at her. If you go to hit me again, it will be the last time. Naruto said while making the air around the girls go cold. Watching from his crystal ball, Hiruzen frowned. While Naruto's progress had greatly improved, he noticed that his surrogate grandson was in isolation and wished for things to change. Inside the classroom, Naruto sat down and waited for the rest of the class to return so they could finish the exams. 20 minutes passed and it was time for the weapon throwing portion. To Naruto, only needing to hit 4 out of 10 targets to pass was an absolute joke. As each student took their turn, the only exceptional ones were Sasuke and Hinata. When it was his turn, Naruto took 10 shuriken and 10 kunai at once and flicked them instantly. Nobody could believe that Naruto had a perfect score. Excellent work, Naruto. You certainly have shown great potential. Haruka told the boy. Thank you, Haruka-sensei. Naruto said with a respectful bow. The last portion of the exam was the Academy 3 Jutsu. The transformation, body replacement, and clone jutsu. To pass, each student needed to transform into Haruka Perfect, replace themselves with a chair, and create at least 2 illusions. As many students were called, some came out with their headbands while others were crying. Each student was given a blue headband to show they graduated while the Rookie of the Year received a black headband. Naruto Uzumaki, it's your turn. Called Haruka. Naruto got up and walked across the hall. Alright, please transform into me. Haruka instructed. Without making a single hand seal, Naruto turned into an exact replica of Haruka. Nice work, especially without the need for hand seals. Okay, go ahead and switch yourself with this chair. Haruka instructed. To his delight, Naruto performed the jutsu without the use of a hand seal. The last jutsu will be the clone jutsu. Haruka instructed. To his and Mizuki's surprise, the room filled with 30 solid clones of Naruto. Not only did he use the advanced version, the shadow clones, but he made them without any seals. Great work, Naruto. As your teacher, I'm honored to give you title of the Rookie of the Year. Haruka said as he handed Naruto the black headband. Naruto strapped it around his head and entered the classroom. Sasuke glared angrily. Hey, I deserve that headband. Give it to me. Sasuke demanded. Naruto gave Sasuke an uninterested look. Go away, you're annoying. Naruto muttered as he took his seat. Once Ino returned with her headband, the instructors returned to the classroom. Alright, those of you who graduated, please return tomorrow for team selection. For those that failed, better luck next year. Haruka said and the students were dismissed. Naruto went home and decided that now, he would officially begin the life of a ninja. Alright, step 1 complete. Hopefully my team won't be too ridiculous, but knowing the old man, I'm sure he'll have a laugh. Naruto thought. The journey for Naruto's ninja career has officially began. As the blonde prepares to take the next step, he'll witness firsthand of the reality of the shinobi path. Chapter 16 Naruto's team. The following day at the Ninja Academy, the 27 graduating students arrived while the others remained at home. As Naruto sat in his chair, spinning a kunai, he noticed a glare from the Uchiha. What the hell are you looking at? Naruto asked in an annoyed tone. How did you get so strong? I'm an Uchiha and I received the best training. There is no way someone that isn't from a clan could surpass me. Sasuke said. That's the thing, I am from a clan. But my clan isn't from Konoha. Naruto said. What are you talking about? How isn't your clan from Konoha? Sasuke asked. My clan is from the land of whirlpools. Unlike the Uchiha, it took Wagakure, Kumagakure, Kurigakure, and Sunagakure to take us out. Not to mention, many of us managed to escape, such as my mother. So Sasuke, sit down and stop acting like the Uchiha are a gift from the gods. Naruto said as he turned away. Sasuke went to strike the blonde, only to have Naruto flash behind him with a kunai to his neck. It isn't too smart to attack someone while they're armed. Naruto said before he met Sasuke go. Naruto, leave Sasuke alone. Sakura shouted but went quiet after making eye contact with his cerulean eyes. Alright, everyone settle down. Iruka said and to his surprise, they all listens up. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, listen up for team placements. Iruka said as he began revealing teams 106. Shikamaru, I hope I'm paired with you. Choji said to his best friend. Team placements are so troublesome. But I have reason to believe we'll be paired up with Ino. Shikamaru said. What makes you say that? Choji asked. Our parents were the Ino Shikacho, along with our grandparents. It wouldn't surprise me if they repeated the team formation. Shikamaru explained. Wow, you're pretty smart. Choji said. Alright, Team 7 will be led by Kakashi Haddock. The members of this team will consist of Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Shino Aburam. Iruka said. Yes. True love conquers all. Sakura shouted while her two male teammates remained indifferent. Teammate will be led by Kurina Yuhi. The members of this team will consist of Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga, and Naruto Uzumaki. Iruka said. What? How come I'm being paired with him? Kiba shouted. Sit down, Kiba. Naruto had the highest score of the class, and you had the lowest. This was the only way to keep the teams balanced. Iruka explained. Whatever. Kiba said. Looks like we're teammates, Uzumaki. I look forward to testing your abilities. Hinata thought as she looked at the blonde. Team 9 is still in rotation from last year, so. We'll go on to Team 10. Team 10 will be led by Asuma Sarutobi. The members of this team are Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akimichi. Iruka called out. Once all the teams were called out, the Jonin sensei started to come and collect their squad. When the ruby-eyed woman, Kurenai arrived, she flinched at seeing Merrick as her student. Teammate, please follow me. Kurenai said in her professional tone. Naruto, Hinata, and Kiba proceeded to follow the Jonin towards an empty classroom. As they entered, the three sat down in the front and waited to hear what the sensei had to say. Alright, my name is Kurenai Yuhi and Jay will be your Jonin sensei. I want us to go around and introduce ourselves to each other. Say something you like, dislike, and your dreams for the future. I will go first. Kurenai said. My name is Kurenai Yuhi. I enjoy spending time with my friends, I dislike perverts, and my dream is to help all of you become successful shinobi. Kurenai said as she looked at her team. My name is Kiba Inuzuka and this is Akamaru. Our hobbies include going for walks and training in the forest. I dislike those who mistreat animals, and my dream is to become Hokage. Kiba said with a high burst of energy. Okay, your turn. Kurenai said as she looked at Hinata. My name is Hinata Hyuga. I enjoy training with my sister and becoming stronger. I dislike weaklings and perverts. My dream for the future is to unite the main and side branch of the Hyuga clan. Hinata said. Okay, your turn, Naruto. Kurenai said in a tone that didn't go unnoticed by the other two. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I enjoy lots of things and dislike lots of things. My dreams for the future is to unite the shinobi nations into one and remove the hatred and violence in the world. Naruto said. I see. Alright, you're all very different and unique in your own ways. Our squad will be a tracking team. However, the truth is, you aren't genin yet. Tomorrow we will have your final graduation exam and if you pass, teammate will be official. If not, you're being sent back to the academy. Kurenai explained. What? But then what was the point of the graduation exam we already took? Kiba asked. Oh, that was to see who has the potential to become a genin. Out of the 27 graduates, only a third will move on. This exam has a high failure rate. Now, be at training field 8 at 5 and make sure you don't eat breakfast unless you want to puke. Kurenai said as she vanished in a shunshin. Well, that certainly was interesting. Naruto said in a calm tone. Dude, how are you so calm? We still have another test. Kiba said. Relax. Make sure you both get plenty of rest and eat dinner and breakfast. I have a feeling that we'll need all of our strength. Naruto said. Naruto, why did the sensei act like she knew you already? Hinata asked with an eyebrow raised. Well, she was one of my old teachers from a few years back. That isn't important. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Naruto said as he vanished in a yellow flash. I gotta get him to teach me that jutsu. Kiba said. Don't be late. Hinata said as she left, leaving Kiba in the classroom. Kurenai arrived at the dango shop where she found her best friend enjoying a plate of dango. Sitting next to her, Hana Inuzuka, Kiba's older sister was sharing a plate with her. Hi Kurenai. How's it going? Got anyone worth teaching? Anko asked her best friend. Kurenai frowned. Yeah. I've got the roomie of the year, top female, and dead last. It's sure how the team will work. Kurenai said after ordering herself a glass of sake. I guess you've got my brother as your student, huh? Hana asked. He's right, I've also got Hinata Hyuga. Kurenai said. I hear she isn't one to be taken lightly. Anko chimed in. So, I guess that means you've got the Uchiha? Hana asked with a chuckle. Actually, I got Naruto Uzumaki. Kurenai, and instantly, Anko dropped her dango stick as her eyes became shadowed. Anko, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Kurenai said but was cut off. Haha, it's good. The dango went down the wrong pipe. Haha, anyway. Sounds like you got an interesting team. Anko said with a bright smile, revealing her mask. Am I missing something? Hana asked with a confused expression. No, nothing is wrong. Actually, I've got to go meet with Ibiki. I'm supposed to interrogate a few grass ninja. Anko said as she quickly left. What the heck is going on? Hana asked, trying to make sense. Hana, what do you know about Anko's past? Kurenai asked. Aside from her sensei? Hana asked. A few years ago, Anko took on a student and the two became close. Actually, they were each other's best friend. At the time, her student was significantly younger. But it was assumed they'd wait until he was older. A few years back, the two had a falling out and they haven't spoke since. Since that day, Anko's wore this mask of her and has perfectly earned the nickname of the Sadistic Queen or Ice Queen. I can't keep up anymore. Kurenai said. I take it that Naruto was that boy? Hana asked. That's right. I hope everything is okay and that neither of them have any issues. Kurenai said as she chugged her entire sake. I need more of this if I'm to deal with it. Kurenai said as she and Hana continued having drinks. Inside the Hokage's tower, a shouting match was taking place. You think you're clever? I know exactly why you did this. Shouted Naruto at the Hokage. Naruto, please settle down. Hiruzen said. How do you expect me to settle down? I don't know what your game is, Lord Third, but it isn't funny. Naruto said. Naruto, you've isolated yourself for far too long. I let you get away with it for too long. You're going to stop with your isolation and become close to your friends again. I've had the same conversation with Anko. If you two don't stop, I'll force you two to catch Tora together from next 6 months. Hiruzen threatens. Naruto sighed. Alright, Gramps. I'll do it because you've never steered me in the wrong direction. Naruto said he left the office. Minato, Kushina, please forgive me for all the wrong I've done. I promise, I'll try to get Naruto back even if it kills me. Hiruzen said as he resumed his paperwork. Chapter 17 Survival Test. Kurenai was at the training field alongside Kakashi and Yuga. The three adults were discussing one particular blonde. So, he's your student, huh? Yuga asked behind her Anbu mask. Due to Naruto leaving, she often became cold and distant from everyone aside from Hade. Yes. I'm concerned about him. I'm not sure how he'll do with having teammates. Kurenai said. I'd give him a chance, who knows, he might surprise us. Kakashi said lazily. I'm also concerned about Anko. Ever since that night, she hasn't been the same. Kurenai added. I still can't believe he did that. To be honest, I thought those two would never be separated. Yuga added in. I do have a suggestion, but I don't know how you'll feel about it. Kakashi said. What is it? Kurenai asked curiously. Why don't you bring Anko on as an assistant instructor? Not only will it give her the Jonin status, but this might help with her and Naruto's emotional pain. The masked man said. You don't actually expect that to work, do you? Kurenai asked. I agree with Kurenai. I don't believe that would be a wise idea. Yuga added in. Kakashi sighed. Look, I care about Naruto greatly. I think it's worth bringing to the Hokage and Anko. Worst case scenario, it doesn't happen. Best case, it does and everything works out. Kakashi said with a single-eye smile. I guess it's worth a shot. Kurenai said in a low tone. The group agreed to end the conversation and Kurenai decided to pay the Hokage a visit. When Kurenai entered the Hokage's office, it was as if the elderly Kage knew what was on the woman's mind. Kurenai, not even I can foresee what will happen. Hiruzen said in a stern but honest tone. Lord Third, I don't know what to do. I want them to have their bond back, but I don't want to make it worse. Kurenai said. You know, Kurenai. I have reason to believe that the two of them are both facing obstacles they must overcome. I have an idea that I think would be a good trial run to see how they work together. Hiruzen said. What did you have in mind? Kurenai asked. Give them their Genin exam and if I know Naruto, he will make sure the team passes. Take a few D rank missions, then when it's time to take a C rank, I'll send her as backup. Hiruzen said. Kurenai nodded. That's a good idea. Yes, Naruto will increase the bond with his friends and when it comes time for Anko to come around, the team will function better. Kurenai said. Correct. Well, Kurenai. I guess you should meet with your team. Hiruzen said with a smirk. Yes, Lord Third. Kurenai said as she left the Hokage's tower. Naruto was currently sitting on top of the post in a meditative position while Hinata was leaning against it. Kiba was sitting with his back against the post and Akamaru was sleeping in his lap. Sensei is here. Naruto muttered into the other's shock. Kurenai arrived. Good morning. Are you three ready for your test? Kurenai asked. What we'll need to do? Kiba asked curiously. It's simple. Your objective is to take these 2 bells from me. You have until lunchtime to get them. Whoever fails to get a bell, then you will go back to the academy. Kurenai explained. Sensei, there are only 2 bells. Hinata pointed out. That's right. No matter what, one of you will return back to the academy. Go ahead and begin. Kurenai said and both Hinata and Kiba went to the bushes. Good, they are hiding pretty well for Genin. Now, where is Naruto? Kurenai looked until she noticed he had not left. Naruto, the test started. Kurenai called out. I'm aware. Just play with the others for now. I'll try when I'm ready. Naruto said with a smirk. You know, arrogance will get you killed. Kurenai said. I agree. But I'm not being arrogant. For example, if you attacked me, I'd have to start right now. That's why I'm telling you to play with the others if you're ready to begin. Naruto explained. Fine. I suppose I can play with the others. Kurenai said as she started walking away. What is that idiot doing? He's just sitting there. I guess he thinks he's far better than us. Hinata said as she activated her Byakugan and charged towards Kurenai. As the Jonin saw her coming at her, she quickly gained a little bit of distance before releasing a Genjutsu. Sorry Hinata. But let's see you get out of this. Kurenai said. Hinata tensed at seeing tree branches wrap around her body. Impossible. Can she manipulate the ground like this? Hinata asked herself. Suddenly, Hinata found herself stabbed by Kurenai's kunai into her stomach. As Hinata yelled in pain, she was released from the Genjutsu. It was only Genjutsu? Asked the girl as she quickly got out of the open. Damn, Hinata. Alright, Akamaru, we need strike hard and fast. Kiba said as his ninja hound barked in agreement. Man-beast transformation. Kiba declared and Akamaru transformed into a copy of him. Man-beast Jutsu, fang over fang. Kiba shouted as he charged towards Kurenai with his partner in the form of a cyclone. That's the Inuzuka clan Jutsu. I better be careful. Kurenai thought as she saw the 2 strike. As she watched, Kurenai quickly came up with a counter and immediately cast a Genjutsu around herself. Where did she go? Kiba asked as he continued attacking everywhere. The training field soon turned into a wasteland when the jutsu ended. Damn, how'd she disappear like that? Kiba asked as he found himself knocked out by a chop to the neck. Sorry Kiba, but you won't be getting a bell that easily. Kurenai said as she tied him and Akamaru to a tree. Oh no. Dang it, I'll need Naruto to help me break him free. Hinata thought as she proceeded to the post to find the blonde. Hello Hinata. How's it going? Naruto asked. You idiot, we need to rescue Kiba. He's been tied up. Hinata said. Why did he let himself get caught? Sounds to me like a personal problem. Naruto said. Don't you care about your friend? Hinata asked. I'll get the bells when I'm ready to. Go ahead and play with the sensei a bit. Naruto said. Hinata growled at the blonde before turning away. As she used her Byakugan, she was able to see Kurenai hiding. I've got you now sensei. Hinata thought as she proceeded to attack. Kurenai quickly used the body replacement technique and was able to trap Hinata inside of a chakra restricted rope. Sorry Hinata. I figured you'd try to attack with your Byakugan. Kurenai said. Damn it, we're screwed. I doubt we can pass now. Hinata said. Kurenai left and proceeded to the post. Alright, it's your turn. I already captured the others. Kurenai said. Naruto smirked and jumped down. Time for some fun. Naruto said as his eyes began spinning. Kurenai saw this and immediately began countering his Genjutsu with her own. The two entered a battle of the minds with the form of a beam struggle. Kurenai charged with a kunai to pierce Naruto in stomach only for the blonde sidestep and sweep the Jonin off her feet. She quickly rolled back to gain distance. Your skills haven't got rusty I noticed. Kurenai said. Of course, I trained myself into the ground every day. Naruto responded as he fired off multiple pythons from his hands. Fuck, I forgot he was a snake summoner. Kurenai thought as she started slashing the pythons in half. Wind release great breakthrough. Naruto shouted as he sent Kurenai flying away from a massive gust of wind. As the woman was sent flying, she immediately regained her composure and rolled out of the wind's path. Okay, I guess underestimating him is dangerous. Kurenai thought as she saw Naruto casually walking towards him. Come on, it's been a while since we last trained together. I want a real challenge. Naruto said with a disappointed expression. Be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. Kurenai said as her body began to morph into a demon-like creature. Genjutsu of that level doesn't work on me. Naruto said as he dispelled the Genjutsu with a half-ram sign. However, he soon saw that Kurenai's appearance didn't change. The red flames from Kurenai's transformed state started to burn the blonde's body. "What the hell is this?" Naruto asked. "I'm not the Genjutsu mistress for nothing," Kurenai said with a smirk. However, she found herself suddenly against a tree, being bonded by multiple tree branches. "Sorry, sensei. But as I said before, that kind of Genjutsu doesn't work on me," Naruto said. Looking at Naruto with shock, she quickly bit her tongue and snapped out of it. To her surprise, both Hinata and Kiba were standing behind Naruto as he held the two bells in front of her. "We pass," Naruto said. "I don't believe it. Naruto, how far have you gone?" Kurenai asked herself. "Good work, but now, you need to decide the person you're giving the other bell to," Kurenai said. Naruto turned to face his team. "Kiba, do you want to go back to the academy?" Naruto asked. "Hell no," Kiba declared. "Hinata, do you want to go back to the academy?" Naruto asked. "No," Hinata said. Naruto smirked. "Alright then, here you go," Naruto said as he tossed the two his bells. Everyone's eyes went wide. "Naruto, what are you doing?" Kiba asked. "We're a team. What kind of teammate would I be if K was selfish and sent either of you back? You two can pass and I'll just get a new squad," Naruto said. "Well, I guess that means you all pass," Kurenai said with a proud smile. "What are you talking about, Kurenai-sensei?" Hinata asked. "The truth behind this test was to see if you three could work together. The bells were meant to break you apart. However, it seems you all understand that working together is needed along with putting the mission above your own personal needs," Kurenai explained. "Heck yeah. We're ninja," Kiba shouted with excitement while Akamaru started jumping around. Hinata chuckled as she shook her head at her teammate's antics. Naruto smirked. "Alright, teammate will officially begin their first mission tomorrow," Kurenai said. What if Hagoromo seal his otsutsuki legacy inside Naruto? Thanks for watching my video till the end. If you enjoy this content, then do consider subscribing to my channel and leave a like if you guys need the next part, comment down, and thanks for watching the video and see you guys in the next video.